only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Peace, family. Peace, Milwaukee. Welcome to the Grapevine, the Truth Radio 101.7. I'm your host, Manan Sabir, and this is a space where culture meets community, meets healing, meets music. This is a real conversation where we all come together. How's everybody doing today? Look at yourself, look at your heart, feel it, let it pulse. Today we got a powerful show. It's a real powerful show. This is my first show, first time with a positive impact daily on air outside of the Juice Kitchen in Shindig. Today we got a powerful show with our very special guest. We'll be talking to Annmarie Scobie-Polachek. She's the president and CEO of the UPAF, so United Performing Arts Center, United Performing Arts Fund. And she'll be talking about arts, community healing, access here in Milwaukee. And then later on, we have Milwaukee's own, very, very much a very special person, Chapelle, in the building talking about music growth, the journey, and what it means to represent the city. But before all that, I just wanted to tap in with the city for a minute. This is a place where the importance of spaces where people need to feel seen, need to feel heard, the Truth Radio. I like to tell everybody thank you for allowing me to jump on this station, because for a long time you've seen me, probably for about 15 years, in a space where all I did was listen to the community, chop fruit, put it through a machine, and help people heal. Hundreds and hundreds of people were at the helm inside of the Juice Kitchen on 16th and North Avenue, looking to improve their lives. But not only were they looking to improve their lives, I was looking to improve my life too. And that happened slowly but surely, and here we are, 15 some odd years later, making some other type of impact. Now, this is a transition for me. So whatever you want to do in your life, if I can make a transition, you can too. Transitions happen all the time. So my guest today is Annmarie Polachek. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. So tell me, you're the CEO and president of the United Performing Arts Fund?
That's right. That's right.
Tell me, what is the United Performing Arts Fund?
Well, we are so fortunate in Milwaukee to have UPAF here. We are a collective funder of the performing arts. And actually, we are the largest funder of our type in the nation. So Chicago doesn't have a fund like this. Minneapolis doesn't have a fund like this. Seattle does. Cincinnati does. But we are the largest in terms of raising $9-10 million a year only for the performing arts. Some of these other funds nationally need to also support their art museum or visual arts. So we support, if you've heard of a performing arts organization, we likely are a supporter. So the big famous ones, right? Everyone knows the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, the Milwaukee Ballet, the Rep, these big anchor cornerstone institutions in Milwaukee. But we also support, we have 14 members, and our smaller members, Black Arts Milwaukee, Renaissance Theater Works, the Chamber Theater. And then right in the middle of these 14, we have the arts groups supporting the children, Milwaukee Youth Symphony Orchestra, First Stage. So we support these 14 members. And then, that's not all. In addition, every year we support a differing number of affiliates. So these are arts organizations are sometimes quite small, sometimes running on a shoestring, sometimes running out of a church basement or the back room of a school. But we go to the community. We ask for donations from corporations, from workplaces, from individuals, from people pedaling across the Hone in our Ride for the Arts. And we make sure we allocate this funding to the performing arts organizations in our city.
How did you get into this?
Well, I have a background at Johnson Controls, where I was director of corporate philanthropy. And when this position opened, someone tapped me, and I just have a heart for community, and I see what these institutions do for our city, and I believe in Milwaukee. And I guess what I would say is Pablo Picasso said it really well. He said, art washes the dust of everyday life from our souls.
It does. It does. My daughter is an artist. She's 6 years old, has autism, and I believe before she was diagnosed with autism, I knew art was important, but I didn't know how important it was until I was able to watch her blossom from doing art in many different spaces in Milwaukee. So I'm not familiar with the kind of the special needs world in the UPAF fund, but if you could just touch on that a little bit from a personal side. I'm being really selfish right now.
No, I love that. So UPAF has two funds that are specifically for restricted funding. One is for education and one is arts accessibility, and I'll speak about that. So any number of our 14 member organizations have special programs for people whose needs may be different. And some of those, so we fund programs maybe with American Sign Language or make sure that everyone has accessibility for wheelchairs. But in the case of your daughter, a wonderful program that many of our members participate in is sensory-friendly performances.
Yeah.
So we make sure that these arts organizations have funding so that they can have a performance that is accessible for people, specifically with somewhere on the autism spectrum. So, for example, I was just at the ballet when they had their arts accessibility program. And one of the things we've learned along the way as a society is people who have autism may need some pieces of a performance a little bit demystified. It might be overwhelming to see a bunch of people in costumes or loud music or bright lights. And so the ballet had all of their dancers come out, meet with the people with autism. So, most of them were children, but some were young adults. And they were so generous in allowing the kids to touch their costumes or hug them. And so by the time the families went in to watch the ballet, the students were acclimated to what was going to go on. And then even as we sat down, the ballet made this wonderful announcement. You all have assigned seats, but if for some reason your seat is not working for your family, please get up and move. You know, that's not typical for every performance, but and the audience had a lot of grace. There was a little bit more noise, you know, than a normal performance. But the students loved it. And so, you know, I see what you're saying. Your daughter is already an artist.
She already is. But I see a glisten in your eye when you talk about children and you talk about the impact that the arts have on their lives. And it isn't just kids that have special needs, neurodivergent, but also it's had a profound impact on your family too. Our past guest or past host of ours, Tori Lowe, is very special to you. Can you give us, your pathway into his life and how did that connection happen?
Yeah, so Tori Lowe, we went through a difficult time as a family. My husband and I are foster parents, and we adopted two of our children from foster care. And when one of our children was a teenager, there was a moment that she went missing. And Tori was extremely instrumental in bringing the community together for our family.
Yeah.
And we remain very thankful to him to this day.
Yeah, I think that always giving the people who are around us their flowers, yourself, your husband, your children, and then also Tori Lowe, a person who has been instrumental in a lot of people's lives, helping to improve this community. That's really huge. So, shout out to Tori. So tell me, I need to know about events. We have some events coming up, right?
Well, we have a huge event coming up. This is an amazing, iconic event in Milwaukee. The UPAF Ride for the Arts is coming up this Sunday, and people can still register today.
No, repeat it again. Okay. It's coming. Okay. When?
It's coming up this coming Sunday.
This Sunday. Where's the camera?
May 31st.
Camera's right there. This Sunday.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And so it's if you haven't done Ride for the Arts and you're in the Milwaukee community, you've got to do it. It's a classic. So you show up to the Summerfest grounds. So first of all, register now. Go on the UPAF site, upaf.org. Click in to register. This is presented by Miller Lite, so it's UPAF Ride for the Arts presented by Miller Lite. But the Milwaukee Brewers are also key because they have provided children ride free. Okay. So if you have kids under 12, the kids ride free. So you register for this ride, and then Sunday morning you show up at 7 a.m. And you get to ride a closed course. And I, as a parent, really appreciate this. The course is a loop. It's 20 miles long. There are different lengths. So you could ride 7 miles. You could ride 12 miles. Some of these really serious people get there at 7 a.m. and they do multiple loops, and they might do 40 or 60 miles. But it's just a wonderful time to get over the hone, and it's only closed once a year for this ride. Enjoy the view of the city. We have oases, where you stop, you get yourself a banana, you listen to some music, you catch your breath, have a Gatorade, and get back on the bike. So it's a wonderful event. Then after the ride, and again, you can ride whatever length you want. The Summerfest grounds are free. They're open. Again, Miller Lite Ride for the Arts. Of course, there's free beer for the adults.
Yeah.
And
adults,
then,
y'all.
Right. For the kids, there's a free, huge bouncy house situation. There's lots of performances. There's a health fair, so you can get some screenings if you'd like. And then, of course, all of our member groups are there. So you can, if you want more information on, signing up your kid for dance lessons or, going to First Stage or buying season tickets, you can go see all of our members. So it's quite a day, and it's a lot of fun.
So tell me, we have a few minutes left, 2 minutes left, and I want to know, this is kind of the rapid fire round. We want to know a little bit more about you, and we're going to a little bit more about the organization. And so what high school did you go to?
Dominican.
Okay. You're a Milwaukee native?
I am.
And your kids went to?
Dominican.
Your husband went to
Marquette High.
Oh, snap.
I
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
I know. So that first kid, he was like right on the fence between Dominican and Marquette High.
Right.
We're like the Catholic family. We do Catholic education. Love the public
Yes.
schools. My husband, public school teacher.
Yes.
But like we just can't help it. We're just like
That's what it
sucked in.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's in
who
your
we
blood.
are, right?
Okay. All right. Where'd you two meet at?
We met after college. We moved in across the hall from each other.
Okay.
We didn't know each other, and he accidentally put my address on his mail. So like his mail kept coming to me, and so then he was
Classic.
delivering. Yeah, it was like the first scene of a romantic comedy.
It's a rom-com?
Yeah, it really is. It has been. Yeah, more than 30 years.
And how long you guys been married again?
Yeah, more than 30 years.
More than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And that was a test. I was looking for the exact the exact years.
Oh, okay. Well, 32 years.
Okay, there we go. And tell me the impact that UPAF has had on you real quick.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at UPAF is sure the impact on me, but more than that, it's the impact on the community.
Mm-hmm.
I think that what we know now as a society, especially as AI starts moving forward, is the arts allow us to be fully human.
Mm-hmm.
And in the arts, when we're watching the arts, we're connected to that live person on stage in a way that we can't connect through a screen.
Yeah.
And so when I look at what the arts give to Milwaukee, they give us a sense of community. We're seeing family stories or stories on the stage of people who are different than us.
Yeah.
And yet it's also important that we see ourselves reflected back. And that's why diversity in the arts is also extremely important. So what do they give us? They remind us. It goes back to that quote from Picasso about our soul. Art washes the dust of everyday life from our souls.
That's what we need. We need mental real estate, soul real estate, spirit real estate.
Yep.
All of that. That goes hand in hand. Yeah,
Right,
I love it.
Ultimately, I feel like I'm a soul washer.
Look, we need to coin that. We need to coin soul washer. That's really good. Look, listen, I really appreciate you and coming in to this beautiful station of ours and gracing us with your presence. I'm gonna get my daughter involved with UPAF and whatever else you all got going on. Remind us one more time about our Ride for the UPAF, Ride for the Arts.
Right. This Sunday, 7:00 in the morning. Packet pickup is on Saturday, so you don't have to stand in long lines. And we also have jerseys. You get a free T-shirt, but if you want to buy the UPAF jersey, they're beautiful and they're like high level. So
do we bring our own bikes?
You do bring your own bike. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Skateboards?
No, just bikes.
Okay. All right, cool. Definitely appreciate you. And we'll look forward to seeing you this weekend, right?
Yeah,
All
I'll just ring your bell on your bike and I'll look over and find you and we can ride up the Hone together.
I'll have a gong.
Oh, a gong. that will be easy to spot.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Just want to really congratulate Mech on this very important venture that y'all on right now. I think it's real dope. I think it's real important. And I'm looking forward to listening to y'all. Usually y'all listen to talk radio at this time. But y'all is on here, and it's something that I'm looking forward to listening to. Getting some real community on that in that space.
Keep texting. Keep calling. Keep being you, Truth Nation. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
Seriously injured? Make one call. That's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
If a tow truck appears on the scene minutes after your auto accident, think twice before handing them your keys. You may be the target of a common towing scam, which results in being billed several $1,000s. Don't allow any unsolicited tow operators to take your car from the scene. Consult with police or your insurance provider to contact a reputable company. Agree on the rate, and know where they are taking your vehicle. If you suspect insurance fraud, call 800-TEL-NICB, a public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Many of our most important memories are made at school.
But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
Hi, I'm Priscilla Presley. My love for animals began when I was 5 years old. That sparked a lifelong commitment to speak up for animals who can't speak for themselves. Elvis and I supported American Humane Society because your compassion can change a life. American Humane Society strengthens the bond between humans and animals. Please visit AmericanHumane.org to learn more. Thank you.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the Truth Radio 101.7 FM. If you want to call in.
The number is 833-212-1017. That is 833-212-1017. You could call or text.
So I want to know, first I want to know, how is everybody doing? Please call in. Let us know how you feeling today. Usually when people came into the Juice Kitchen, I always ask, how are you feeling? Because a lot of times we go through our lives, we wake up and we have a rote, meaning a scheduled run of day. You wake up, if you got kids, 5:30, 6 o'clock, some of y'all 4 o'clock, you make breakfast, you go and, you walk around the house because it's so quiet. That one kid wakes up and then, you off to the races. So, let us know how you feeling today. We're gonna take this segment real slow, real sure. So like I had a question. Tell me how you guys' fathers were. This is a great segue into fathers. My dad was Muhammad. His name was Muhammad Sabir, and I remember there be times when, and if you guys didn't know who don't know who Muhammad Sabir is, and like a lot of people call him, karate instructor. A lot of people have called him a community activist, but in the martial arts space, for me, he was a test of time, a test of consistency, and also a lover of community. But I wanted to tell you guys, I wanted to start out with a story, man. Like there was a time when people would come to the dojo, come to the karate school. And we had a few locations. One was off of 45th and North. Then we moved to 37th and Burleigh, and then we went over to 54th and Center, 37th and Burleigh, then back up to 48th and Center. And I remember a number of times when my father would sponsor individuals when they come into the dojo. So when they come into the karate school, there would be a lot of either, single moms, single dads, families who didn't have the opportunity to pay for the lessons. Now, back then, I think the monthly rate was $60 a month. And he would, it wasn't even like a set sliding scale. I didn't even know what sliding scale was until I got to like 25. Like that wasn't a thing. My father always would sit down with the father or the mom and ask them if they could afford the monthly rate of $60 a month. So mind you, the classes were, if you break down the math, the classes were between were Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Tuesday and Thursday from 5 to 6:30, and then 6:30 to 8. And he split the classes up into advanced classes. So if you were advanced, then you come into do the dojo advanced classes. That's on Tuesday and Thursday. And Saturdays it was from like 10 to 1. But there'll be a lot of times when families would come in and they wouldn't be able to pay the $60 a month. So my father would sponsor that. Not let alone knowing that he had to pay. He had 2 boys, and then he also had, like that was my brother who is now passed away. He had 2 boys. We were in school trying to play sports and have all types of other activities, but then also he would have his own life. He had his own thing going on. So people would come in and they wouldn't be able to pay for the monthly fee, and he would take that on. So he had to pay the mortgage on the building, plus, put food on the table. So 2 things going out and not a whole lot going in, and so many people would come in and he would purchase uniforms, he would purchase food, take kids home. Even on Sundays, usually Sundays are tournament days, and we would, the tournaments sometimes would be like $100 for a family of 4. So he's taking whatever he's making from, this monthly fee from other people that are paying, and then paying that into this tournament where you're not necessarily going to see the results. You're only going to see the results through the kids that executed whatever they, practice in their day-to-day, activity for the karate. So I want to know, like what was he thinking? Like what, as a dad, what was he thinking? What like you're a dad.
Yeah.
What, and I know you've been in many situations where you had to be a mentor to a lot of individuals. But what happened? Is there a turning point where you say, you know what, brush some of this aside? I can't afford it.
Yeah. So for me, my dad was a bit different, so I don't want to go too far into the story, but I grew up in an abusive household. So my examples of a father wasn't always the best. You feel me? And I'm only in Milwaukee right now because my mom was trying to get away from an abusive relationship. My dad has since passed on, and I've made my peace, right? But for me, the defining moment for me was, I just saw what my mother went through on a everyday basis. So I never wanted to be a reflection of that. I never wanted to be that for whoever I was going to be with, whether, a girlfriend or whatever. I just knew I wanted to be 100% opposite of the examples I saw.
Right.
So, and for my kids as well, so I tried to make sure I sacrificed a lot for me so my kids could have. My wife sacrificed a lot so the kids could have. And if we can afford to take care of home and still help somebody along the way, I still try to prioritize that because I saw so many people helping my mother out.
Right.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, all right, we'll take Rehanyo for the evening. You go to work tonight. Go do what you gotta do. But, for me, it was like I always saw community. Despite of the chaos we was dealing with, there was always community that held us down.
Right.
So I think, and I don't know what your dad upbringing was, but it sounds like he understood that some people need community that they could lean on. Mm-hmm. And that might mean him just taking on the $60 that he might be like, okay, I don't know what Manan and his brother gonna eat for tonight, but I at least, you don't know what that dojo class meant for those kids, what they was getting away from, what they was releasing, or adults, because I was also one of y'all students as well.
Yep.
So, I just think it takes a lot for somebody to even say, I'm going to take a little less from me and my family just so I could give a little more to somebody else that may be in need. And a lot of times it might be a stranger.
Yeah.
And as the child, you probably like, man, I want chicken tonight, not peanut butter sandwich, but, we don't process it until we get older. So for me, it was just the examples that I saw. And it sounds like your dad understood the importance of being able to have, for people being able to have community that they could lean on. So,
yeah, and it's funny because the sacrifices that the people who are in community have to make in order to care for the community, are unheard. They're unheard stories. Like for example, my father used to make this. You're from the Caribbean, but you probably recognize like the ingredients in this dish. My father used to make this dish called keema, and keema was this dish that he would, if like we had activities and whatever else, so we'd come home, my father would be like, hey, I made dinner, right? So the ingredients had ground beef, peas, green peas, a gang load of tomato sauce, and like a little bit of butter, and green peppers, onions, and you just like put it all in one pot. Man, the pot be like this big, right? Yeah. And I never knew why he did that. And he add some rice on the side, right, and some water. I never knew how important that dish was, because it meant, right now I do know that it meant that that's all he had.
Yeah. But
he put his heart and soul into it. And to this day, I can taste it because he put just the right amount of spices. Now, he wasn't like the best cook. I like my grandma.
Yeah.
But man, he laid it out.
Yeah.
So, 101.7 Truth Radio. We here with Ray. We here with Manan. Hey, holla at us. And also Shannon. Holla at us when you're ready.
The call number is 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. Don't go anywhere. You are tuned in to the Grapevine with Manan Sabir.
Appreciate it.
Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, Petey Pablo, Jaquan, and Milwaukee's very own Big Frank. It's Milwaukee's biggest throwback party of the summer, all for $29. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets now at tacosandtequilafestival.com.
Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? We're talking things like old antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, propane cylinders, and pesticides. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away to MMSD's Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. There are 3 locations open year-round. Let's clean up Milwaukee.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to grow your business? Then connect with the City of Milwaukee at City Connect 2026, the city's 3rd annual vendor fair sponsored by BMO Harris Bank. Join local businesses, community partners, and city leaders Thursday, May 28th at Milwaukee City Hall from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Learn how to compete for city contracts, navigate the bid process, explore small business certifications, and build valuable connections through workshops and networking opportunities. Visit milwaukee.gov/vendor fair for details.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality healthcare and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
Welcome back. Welcome to the Grapevine with Manan Sabir. The Grapevine and the fill-ins. Manan Sabir, Truth Radio 101.7. And we have my special friend, special co-host in the building today, Ray Nitty. How you doing, brother, man?
What up? I guess I'm the fill-ins, right? That's who I am, the fill-ins for today.
Yeah. In the Juice Kitchen,
Manon in the Temptations.
Yeah. What it do, Shannon?
Man, where's Shannon at? Like, where you at? I know. I see it.
I'm right behind you.
Right behind you. About to put you in the choke. Hey, Shannon, you ever do martial arts?
No, I did like karate, self-defense when I was like 8.
That's martial arts. Where'd you do it at? You did it. You did it. You seemed like you did a martial art.
Man, nah. Like I'm a very small human. I probably get flipped over. be an easy takedown. I'd be like, man, get up.
I think you had a couple of fights back in the day.
Man, listen, I'm scrappy. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to leverage your height and weight when you're this size, you know?
Man, hey, listen, that's true. I'm small too. I'm only 5'7", man. I'm 165. I ain't switched weight in forever. Like really never. I think I graduated high school at 155. I gained an extra 10 pounds of muscle, and that was it. Like I was done growing.
Man, I lose and gain weight like Oprah Winfrey used to back in the day. One day she'll
Shout out
be
to Oprah.
skinny as ever. Next day man.
Remember Oprah? Nothing.
That was going downhill. So I was like, let me stop talking before that sounds like I was talking bad about Oprah. Shouts out, she from Milwaukee too.
Yeah. That's our homegirl.
We love Oprah Winfrey, y'all. Look, don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. Hey everybody, you're on 101.7 The Truth Radio with Key.
Yeah, what's up, Manon and Ray and Shannon? How y'all doing?
What up? What's going on, Key?
Key Wan, what it do, man?
What's happening?
Trying to hide your voice.
I go by Key. Yeah,
he said, I'm going by Key. Key.
Nah, I feel like there's like a therapeutic session at this point talking about black fathers. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, you better let it loose, man. If you don't let it loose now, you're going to be in trouble.
Man, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Actually, I'm a somewhat new father. My son is 9 months, and it's just been a blessing. And I don't understand how fathers can just up and leave, but to each his own, I guess. But been some of the happiest times this past 9 months. Stressful and tough and hard, but kind of what you were saying, Ray. I honestly have been doing this to not be like somebody, and it's just like I realized a couple months ago I can't really approach it that way. So I kind of been focusing on living in the moment, seeing him grow. He got 3 new teeth and just enjoying it. But yeah, I say all that to say I remember my real pops. He was abusive and drunk and all of that stuff too. But back when we were in East St. Louis, I remember when I was out of college and I was going through some mental stuff and I had to like figure out what it was. But I ended up driving down to St. Louis and just chopping it up with him, talking, and it was just like, who are you? And just like kind of get a feel for him. And that did a long way. I mean, it did a lot for my mental, I would say. Because I remember on the drive back, just having a breath, and it was just like a calming, like, all right, cool, like I could do this, But yeah, no, I think black fathers are so crucial, important, even if the mom and dad have issues, they go through whatever. Oh, he a deadbeat, he this and that. My mom used to call him a sperm donor, and just like negative type of. I still want to know him. Yep. It don't matter who, what.
Thank you,
right.
Key. I definitely appreciate it on calling in to Truth Radio 101.7 again. Man, here's the thing. I'm a dad. I think I'm a dad to a lot of individuals that necessarily biologically aren't mine. And when you realize, especially as a dad, to a new child, when you realize that the whole world you get to influence this individual for the rest of their life, some of us also fail to realize that what we say to them, what we do with them, and how we act around them commits to their legacy, this DNA. It lodges in their DNA for a really, really long time, and not just in the child's DNA, but for them, it will lodge into the DNA of their generations to come. So, as a dad, standing up to, I think that's probably how I felt. You were giving us. You stood up to your dad in East St. Louis, of all places. I've been to East St. Louis, man, and that's a different place. But standing up to your dad and having that breath of fresh air, man, that's amazing. That's amazing. A lot of us don't get a chance to do that. A lot of us don't get a chance to, especially if you have a domineering father. My father was, alpha, through and through. but being able to speak your mind and speak your truth to that individual, that's very therapeutic. And I'm glad you called in. Thanks, Key. I really appreciate it. We got anybody else calling?
No, but you can check the YouTube chat. There's some people up in YouTube.
YouTube chat. Yeah, pull it up for me. We're going to check some YouTube chats real quick.
Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now. We got Reginald Jones, Alfonso Dupree. Who else we got? It is me, SE, DVJ73. Who else we got? And City Girl.
City Girl, you back in the building?
Yeah, she was popping in.
No, nothing on the chat.
Yeah.
Man, I had a man, that it's so wild. I remember I had an incident with my dad, and I remember the first time I stood up to him, and it was
how did that go?
Listen, this was in the karate school. I'm gonna tell you guys this. This was in the karate school. We were testing for 10 hours, and so the test went, to about the 5th hour. And mind you, it's 102 degrees inside the dojo. And I'm asking them, like, we haven't eaten since 7:00 a.m. And so now we probably ran like up to 10, maybe 11 miles in the heat with these canvas gis on. And I'm asking them, I'm like, man, I just got fed up. I was like, man, are we gonna eat? And he looked at me, and I thought he was gonna kill me. I just knew it. I was like, man, this dude is about to, kick me through the roof. And he was like, yeah, y'all go get some oranges. Yeah, you with 101.7 The Truth Radio. We got Shannon and Ray with us on the line. Thank you. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We're going to continue to keep going.
Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
Another function of white supremacy, don't teach black people stuff, because if you give us a little bit of knowledge, we'll invent something totally new. That's why it was illegal to teach slaves to read, because if we could read, then we could write. And if we could write, we could communicate. And if we could communicate, we could plan. And if we could plan, we could strategize. And if we can plan and write and read and communicate and strategize, we could overthrow white supremacy, because they've always known how fragile it is.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon.
I love the exercise classes here at the Senior Center.
Me too. I'm trying to eat healthier too, but it's expensive these days.
I know, and that's why I use benefitscheckup.org. I learned I can get help paying for groceries.
Benefitscheckup.org?
Yes, benefitscheckup.org is a free service from the National Council on Aging.
For free? I'm going to benefitscheckup.org today.
Seriously injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
My name is Emma. I am 13 years old. 6 years ago, I was injured in a car accident that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Once I completed rehab, my mom applied for a canine companion service dog. Last January, I finally got to meet my service dog, Marcia, who quickly developed a very strong bond. Together, we go to my horseback riding lessons, school band practice, swim meets, and archery classes. Together, we pick vegetables, and we like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
I can tell that we are
At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
Welcome back to 101.7 Truth Radio. Grapevine, the fill-ins with Manon, Ray, Shannon. I'm Manon. It's Ray.
Ray.
Got Shannon on the line. Shannon, I had a question.
What's up?
So, my question is, you had these karate, the karate lessons. Tell me, how did you get into that? Like, your mom's was like, man, you 5 foot, you ain't gonna grow that much.
Hey, give me my 2 inches. I'm 5'2", all right, and a half.
You was probably tall in first grade, wasn't you?
What's crazy is I've never been tall. I used to wish that I was going to be tall. I used to, when you go to your doctor's appointment and they, kind of tell you what percentile you're in.
Yeah.
I grew up during the America's Next Top Model era. I was like, how tall I'm going to get? And my dad's 6'3". Oh. And my mom's an average height woman, which is crazy. She's 5'4". So I'm like, I'm going to be at least 5'11".
How I get lower?
I'm going way.
How I get less than the average?
They were like, God was like,
look, you just keep going down. I was like, no, I literally remember the last pair of shoes that she got, for me, that was a size 4, and I just never needed a size bigger. Yeah. I'm like, damn, these must.
To this day.
You'll grow into them. We'll get you some more. I'm still wearing a size 3.5.
To this day.
I was at the doctor's trying to force them to say I was going to get bigger. So that just was never in my trajectory, I guess. I don't know what happened. My sister even is I want to say 5'6", maybe. She played basketball and shit. Or, I'm so sorry. She played basketball and things. Everybody was athletic in my family, so I just got the short end of the stick. You see what I did there?
So right. So you played chess. You was you was a brainiac of the family.
Kinda, I guess so. I was always really smart in school. I always played volleyball and stuff like that. I was never in the front row. They you gotta catch what's coming to the back. I couldn't cover that.
Yeah. So look, let me ask you. So being small in stature,
being small
in stature, larger than life. I used to train people who were this is a crazy story too. This is a wild story. So you said you're 5'2"?
I'm 5'2.5".
Yeah. Okay. All right. So 5'2.5". With shoes, with Air Force Ones on.
With the shoes, with a little give to it,
All right, cool. So listen, I used to train this lady. She was 5'2". She's 5'2" now. I've seen her recently. And so I used to train her. She came to me and she was like, "Hey, Manon, I want to get in shape, blah, blah, blah." So she was like, and this is, it's going to kind of take a turn. So listen to this turn. So I said, all right, cool. I'll train you. I trained her for about 6 months. I had her deadlifting, running, boxing, kickboxing, doing a little wrestling, judo, aikido, all that stuff, right? One day she tells me, she comes in and she's like, "Manon, I just got into a fight." I was like, "You just got into a fight just now?" She was like, "Yeah, I was coming here and I got into a fight." She was coming to the gym and she got into a fight and she still showed up. So I was like, "It doesn't look like you got into a fight." I thought she was playing, right? She tells me that her boyfriend had hit her. And Her boyfriend's like 6'4". I met him previous. This is like 20 years ago. So, and she said she reached over and stopped the car with her left foot, put the foot on the brake. This is while they're driving. She gets out the car. She tells him to get out the car. This is like on maybe Medford area, by Fond du Lac, Medford area. Yeah. I don't know the streets so look, she tells him get out the car. She gets out the car. He gets out the car. He squares up. Oh my God. This whole entire squares up. Now they're blocking traffic. She whoops the living mess out of this guy. He's throwing real life punches, and she's throwing real life punches. She's telling me this, narrating this story. She's like, Manon, I literally was using all the techniques you told me to use. I used it on him, and I won.
I know that's right.
I used 5-2.
Left, right.
5-2. Yes.
But you know
so
what?
you're in luck,
I feel like
Shannon.
I feel like being small, you know, like, listen, I gotta get it small. This can go real good or real bad real quick. Like when I was younger, I feel like I didn't realize, well, it wasn't until recently that I realized I was short. Like I always thought I was like average height. Like I'm like, yeah, you about my height. They're like, I'm 5'11". That's not accurate. Like I'm like, huh. So like when I was younger, I'm the youngest, but my nephew lived with us, so that's my brother. And I always thought I was like the mom, like, yeah, you gotta listen to me, blah, blah, blah. And we would literally get into physical altercations. Like my mom would come in swinging, like, get off of him. Like we would be
That's
fighting.
fights for everybody
So,
below 60 of
yeah, so it was. So we're really close now, but growing up, I just didn't realize it. And yeah, so it's funny you say that about her because it's like, as long as you believe in yourself, you got a little bit of training. I think growing up tussling with my siblings, like my dad, he used to watch us a lot because my mom would work first. He would work second. So when we weren't in school, like we were with him a lot and we watched wrestling and stuff. And me, my sister, he's a girl dad. So me and my sister and him, we would just be wrestling and stuff. Her tooth got stuck in my head one time. So I got fight stories, but it ain't real fight stories. It's more like just being ruffians. Like my dad didn't treat us like, oh, they're just girls. Like we was jumping off the top rope and like going fishing and stuff. So
first of all, Shannon, you're not gonna act like you didn't just say her tooth got stuck in your head. Like
when I come in studio, I'm gonna show y'all. It did. It was crazy because I still have the scar.
Like she came up off of you and the tooth was like in your head. Like so
no,
was she
her
biting
mouth
you?
Was on it like she bit an apple.
Oh,
like when I
crazy.
come in studio, I'm gonna show you guys the scar. Like her teeth mark is still like in my head. Like her mouth was stuck on my forehead. They had to take her tooth out, then they took it out, and then they slapped a Band-Aid on me. We didn't even go to the hospital. We was living like that.
Somebody come and look at this.
Post that to Facebook. We want to see evidence.
Somebody come and look at this.
I'm not even joking. Like this is when I was really little. It's like pictures of me with like a Band-Aid on my head. Like
It builds character. It builds character. We don't have many fist fights in Milwaukee that much anymore. Like fist fights don't happen that much. You know what I'm saying? One-on-one squared ups. You know. Listen, everybody. You're tuning in to the Grapevine, the Truth Radio 101.7. You got Ray, Shannon, my co-host for today. I'm Manon Sabir. Later today, we have Milwaukee's own Chapelle.
V, what it
Wave
do?
V tapping in with us. We're talking growth, pressure, the music industry, representing the city. What happens when talent meets real life experience? What happens when talent meets real life experience? I'm telling you, you're tapping in to the Truth Radio 101.7. Make sure you tune in. We're gonna get this guy in the studio. Let's get it going.
This is Sherwin Hughes from The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. And Truth Nation, you can now watch my show live on YouTube every day from 9 a.m. until noon. Yep, you can get 3 full hours of watching Sherwin doing his thing streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday. You'll get the same insightful conversations about policy, politics, and lifestyle while also seeing my reaction to the unpredictability of our listeners. So go to YouTube right now, subscribe to 1017 The Truth, and see this wonderful smile live every day.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. You think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a bright, focused foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Look,
Look, ayy, I'm in a whole nother energy zone. I drop heat, but they sleep on it like memory foam. I touch down and celebrate like I ain't been here before. Take it to the top and make sure that my can go. Spit facts, y'all know. Every time I drop quotes, swear they tried to keep us out the game, but the lock broke. Down for your shorty like I'm jumping off the top rope. And the flow make them go, whoa, I'm Pop Smoke. I shake the room every time I'm making moves. Making tunes, chasing cash, you was chasing views. Grew up on that north side where they take you full. Every time I come up with a flow, bet I make the news. All these claiming that they goats must be April Fools. And your shorty put up to the show like she ain't with you. She just wanna be around me more. She just want the or some brand new Dior. Ricky Bobby, you ain't first, you in last place. It don't make no sense if you on back chase. Need it now, everything fast paced. Sweet victory, it never leave a bad taste. Yeah. Call it sweet victory, it never leave a bad taste. Feel like sweet victory, it never leave a bad taste. I'm talking sweet like lemonade and champagne. Start the wave and I let them join the campaign. How I do it, I did it my way.
Welcome back to 101.7 FM Truth Radio. We got Manon Sabir, the Grapevine fill-ins. We got Shannon on board with us. Welcome back, Shannon. Welcome here. Welcome to the land of the Grapevines. Thank you for having. I'm over talking you. I'm sorry.
No worries. Thank you for having.
And we have a special guest. Special guest, Wave Chapelle.
Yeah. We here.
I should let me redo it. Wave Chapelle.
You know what I mean? Had to put some bass on that joint. Yeah.
Hey, Wave Chapelle, we got up in here.
You feel me?
What's up, man? How
you
doing?
I'm good, man. I can't complain, man. You know what I'm saying? Living the dream. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's your dream?
Man, just rapping. You know what I mean? Rapping at a high level, being just a dope individual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Living, breathing, first and foremost. You know.
Right on.
Yeah.
So, were you always this talented?
Some would say, you know what I mean? I definitely feel like it's in my DNA, you know what I mean? My mom was an artist, like painter, you know what I mean? Always writing. And, my pop was he's a rapper, dope rapper. So, it was in my DNA, as soon as I touched earth, it was in me.
Yeah. So like your mom, what type of art? Like,
she just draw, like she was like a painter, like she could draw really good. And she had an ear for good music. Like she was playing hip hop around me all the time. Some people would talk about how they grew up in like this soulful household, like R&B or like the oldies playing on a Sunday. Yeah. It was like straight rap, in my household.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So who was your favorite? Who was your favorite rapper?
I ain't gonna lie, like Jay-Z definitely put the battery in my back. Like when I heard Blueprint for the first time, it was like that it clicked. You know what I mean? I was in maybe like 5th grade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What song off the Blueprint album?
Man, I would say the intro. And then of course the single H to the Izzo was fire. Like you see the video, he got the jersey on, like they popping bottles. Like it was like, man, like this kind of I was like, this lit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was doing poetry at the time, but I was like, let's turn these into raps.
So I mean, do you remember? Okay, I always say like, you always get these. You probably always get these questions. Like, do you remember your first rap?
My first rap, I don't remember the first rap, but I know that I memorized, the first thing that I memorized was Eazy-E, Boys in the Hood. I memorized the first verse. This is 6th to 7th grade. Yeah. And I would rap it in the cafeteria. Now, granted, nobody my age knew this music. So everybody thought it was me. Yeah. I'm rocking with it. I'm like, you know what I mean? Woke up quick just thought that I had to be in Hampton soon. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm twisting it. So that was like the first rap that I memorized, and then I was like, okay, I can't keep this up forever. I gotta get my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So did you? I mean, I think before you started kind of memorizing the rap, was it was that bloodline was already there.
Yeah. My dad, Mr. Do It to Death, he helped write in my projects Cuckoo Kyle. Like he did a lot of dope stuff. But my first studio session, I was like 4 years old. I'm on one of his albums, like doing like a skit, like an interlude.
Oh,
yeah.
Snap.
So I was in a studio back then. It was my pop, Tweezy, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
You know what I mean? Big Hank, like a lot of Steve-O, all of them. I was like 4 years old in the studio with all of of them.
Yeah. And you still get in the studio to today.
Yeah, y'all. That put the battery in my back, man.
Yeah. When you were 4, did you know like right then it was like, okay.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know what I was doing, dog. I was scared. They was teaching me how to at the time, they was teaching me how to cuss. Like I had to use some cuss words. You know what I mean? Tweezy was like, I'll never forget him and my dad. They came in, they said, nah, man, you gotta say it like this. You gotta say, you know what I mean? You gotta say it. So yeah.
Wait, did you go back? Did you go to school and say it though?
Man, listen, me and my cousin, so my cousin came with me. Yeah. He was maybe like 6 years old at the time. And like, man, we were just talking about it after, like, man, like we was like cutting up, you know what I mean? We was telling our friends everything, like we was in the studio.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So was there a moment where a moment growing up where you realized art could emotionally impact people? Like, because you know, from that point of being in the studio at 4 years old to the point of, you know, going to school, 5th grade, rapping Eazy-E.
Yeah.
Like you knew what how you could sway the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, I'm a martial artist, right? I've been on stages since I was like 2. And so like my earliest memories, 3, 4, I can remember being on stage, you know, breaking a board or you know, next to my dad.
Yeah. Performing. Yeah, I would say it definitely clicked for me like 8th grade that I could really affect people. You know what I mean? Like people coming to see me freestyle and just watching them light up by like something I said or how clever I said it. You know what I mean? Like that's when I really start to realize like, man, these words have power. You know what I mean? These words can really affect people in real time. Like what I'm taking out of my brain and putting into the earth. You know what I mean? It's powerful, you know what I mean? And so I would say it clicked for me like 8th grade, and then by high school, like I was fully into it, you know what I mean?
So between that 5th grade and 8th grade year, were you trying to hone your craft? Were you in the studio? How did that work?
So I had big homies at the time, like my cousin 7. I give him a
Shout
lot of
out
credit.
to 7.
Yeah, shout out to 7. He was always him and his guys was rapping, so I was kicking it around them, just you know, seeing how it's done. Then I got sent to Memphis for I got in some trouble. I got sent to Memphis to stay with my grandmama, and I went to this school in the hood in Memphis, and I'm like, man, I gotta get these folks to like me because I ain't really know nobody, and they ain't like me because I was the new kid, right? I'm fresh, I'm new, talking different, walking different, and so one of the things that they liked about me is that I could really rap. Yeah. So in the cafeteria, like I'm like, let's get it. Like I got a crowd, you know what I mean? So that's where I really like honed my skills when I went to Memphis, and I was just like, man, entertaining folks. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So by the time I came back, I was like telling everybody like I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. By the time you came back to Milwaukee, you was telling people you was rapping.
Yeah. I came back to Mesmer. And it was on. It was on then. I was the best rapper ever.
Wait, hold on. Before we put Shannon, I want to chime you in, but I wanted to ask just this real quick question. What year did you graduate Mesmer?
2012.
Damn.
Somebody said that. What?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 31.
Okay, 31. Okay.
Damn.
All right, cool. Yeah. Shout out to Mesmer. I went to Mesmer, y'all. Just one time, Mesmer.
Yeah,
high school.
Shout out Mesmer, man.
What year you graduated?
Chill out, Shannon. 96.
What? I only asked that because I had a brother that went to Mesmer.
Listen, hey, ain't nothing wrong being I'm embracing my inner You feel me?
Listen, people call me auntie. I graduated in 2011. Yeah. And they already calling me auntie. So look, it's okay.
See what I'm saying?
It's okay.
You gotta embrace it.
I'm actually a great auntie right now.
Embrace it. Listen, it take a lot of living. You know what I mean, to get to unk status. So I'm appreciate it.
Hey, we're gonna coin that too. Hey, look, make sure we put that on the site too. Shannon, what you got? Man?
Yeah. So I wanted to take it a little back, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know you said you were here in Milwaukee and then you went to Memphis. Can you tell me about like that journey and then what brought you back and what pretty much kept you here? Because you've obviously traveled a little bit. I know a lot of people at those younger ages, they don't get out and travel much, or they don't get to live in a different place and then come back here. So tell me about that journey, growing up in Milwaukee, moving to Memphis, how that happened, and coming back.
For sure. I think, growing up, I grew up on the north side, so like, I spent a lot of time with my cousins, and we went through a lot of rough times on the north side. You know what I mean? You got to get it how you live. And once I got the opportunity to go to school out there, I had a real serious. I respect my big cousin like he my brother. You know what I'm saying? And because that was like my person of advice in the house. And man, I ain't want to go at first. I didn't want to go to Memphis, but he put me to the side like, man, if you got a chance to get out of here and explore, like, you need to do that. Like, go live, you know what I mean? Go learn. And so that's all it took. Once he told me that, I went out there, and the experience was dope. Like, I got to see life from a different angle, see how they get down south, you know what I mean? Experience a different culture. Yeah. And then also I got a chance to network, you know what I mean? That's where I ended up meeting Yo Gotti and meeting DJ Rocksteady and even Drake and Drake's family, you know what I'm saying? Like, I met all these people through traveling and experiencing, you know what I'm saying? And exactly. The thing that brought me back though to Milwaukee and what keeps me here today is, I done had my runs through the industry and all these things, but Milwaukee built me up like early on in my career. Mm-hmm. So now I'm in a point where I want to give back. You know what I mean? However I can. I got so much knowledge. I feel like I could come back and give the artists some advice if they need it, or even just lead by example. You know what I mean? I could show on a firsthand basis what it looked like to be an artist, an independent artist living on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think representation is important in that way. And so I said to myself, man, I think it's important to do that, especially here, because, the kids need to see it. The artists need to see it. At the very least, be an inspiration to somebody.
Yeah.
Man, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about Milwaukee's future in relationship to what you said, what kind of emotional and cultural environment do you hope children like your child, like your son, grow up in?
Type of emotional space. I want everybody to be in a positive environment where they could be free and create. You know what I mean? I feel like when I was growing up, there was a lot of pressure to be a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like nowadays there's so many different resources and so many things that people can grow up and be. I just want everybody to feel like they can be, they can feel free to go explore that, you know what I mean? Whether it be going to school, whether it be not going to school, whether it be being an entrepreneur, like, it's so many routes. I feel like the kids here need to know that it's there, you know what I mean? And that it's okay to go be that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's, that's, it's the best part about, you coming back. From what I hear, one of the best parts about you coming back, and we were talking about this earlier, is kind of being a father.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you're showing your son the next wave.
Bars,
right?
That's a bar.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Bars, right?
Yeah.
So you're showing your son the next wave, and your journey, it wasn't all peaches and cream.
Right.
Am I right?
Absolutely, man. Definitely. Like, but that's part of, like, I feel like that's part of being a dad, right? You know what I mean? You live and go through these experiences. So when you have a kid, now you kind of give him the information and guide him through, you know what I mean? I got a baby boy. So, it's a lot of being a black man, a black boy in America, you know what I mean? It's a lot of challenges, but, when you got pops here, like, that's why I'm here to guide him and, just give him a proper upbringing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when am I wrong? I don't know much about the music industry, right? So
I can tell you.
I'm green. I'm super green to a lot of conversations in relationship to the music industry, but I take it you signed a contract.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tell me when you first signed that contract, what was the build up to that first signing, and then after, take us through, like, after signing that contract.
Yeah.
What happened?
So the build up is just like a lot of work, a lot of hard work, like grinding for real. Like, I'm talking, I done printed up like a couple 100,000 CDs, like, so when I was in Memphis, I went to University of Memphis and I went to Lemoyne. I went to two schools. I went to the HBCU first. I did so well there, like, the curriculum there was like same curriculum that I had senior year at Mesmer. So I'm killing it. Teachers send me to U of M. So I'm at two schools. I used that to network and market myself, right? So boom, I became Wave Chapelle, patented it, did all that. So I'm building it up, right? I'm marketing, dropping music, selling my CD. And I get a lot of attention in Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I get the eyes of, you know, Drake's family. I get tight with his cousin. Rick Ross, I met with him. Then Gotti hit me. And so that was the build up. When you get to the moment, you know, it was simple. Me and Gotti sat down, you know what I'm saying? He already heard my music. He liked what I was doing. And I really had an ultimatum. It was either go back to school for your second semester or go on tour and sign this contract. And I was like, let's get it. You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah. So immediately after, I packed my bags and went on tour.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, we gotta get back into that, man. We're gonna take a break real quick. You're in the Grapevine 101.7 Truth Radio, Manon Sabir, and the fill-ins, Shannon and Wave Chapelle.
The Brew Crew are back on June 2nd.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the San Francisco Giants.
Got him swinging. Threw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
Brewers baseball is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in June 2nd at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
Want to save money on energy bills? With free tools from We Energies, you're in control. Manage your energy use with easy tips. Earn rebates on home upgrades, calculate your energy use, create savings goals, view and compare bills, and more. With We Energies, the energy info you need is at your fingertips. Save your way at weenergies.com/simple savings or download the app. We Energies. Simple steps, real savings.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Hey, look, I get up. Cause so many things that I hold you down. The golden child in the fold, but I came with a different sound. Speak on taking the chances that turn your whole life around. On this journey for years, and this is what I found. There's obstacles in the way that's gonna stop all the movement. Don't run into it, you gotta run through. When it come to climbing the mountain, I do it. Jumped in the game with no instructions included. We need generational wealth so we never go broke. Flow classic is a Cadillac with the gold spokes. Wave Chapelle like Dave Chapelle, but I'm no joke. Like Jay-Z back in 04. I can show you how to win, can't show you how to lose. They only show and tell, I'd rather show and prove. They wanna see you stranded, I show them how to move. Keep your mind on the mission, that's the rules. It's the blueprint. Yeah, it's the blueprint. Hey, yeah.
Welcome back to the Grapevine with Manan and Sabir and the Feelings. I'm Manan Sabir, by the way. We have Shannon on the horn. What's up, Shannon? How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing good.
And in the studio we have Wade Chapelle. I just love, man, I love that name, man.
Yeah, man.
Fantastic. Hey, look, we're gonna take a bunch of callers today. Hopefully we got a bunch of them on live chat. The number is, if you really want to call, make sure you make that call. 833-212-1017. That's 833-212-1017. I'm going to repeat it again because we got my guy in the building, Wade Chapelle.
Yeah.
833-212-1017. You know, we're going to, I guess we're going to hit the chat.
Let's go, chat. W's in the chat. Yeah.
We're going to hit the chat. All right. Look, what we got? What we got in the chat? All right. We looking at the chat. What's up, chat?
So while we look at the chat, I did have a question. I know we talked about you signing, right?
Yeah.
And I have seen that there's a lot of discourse around staying independent and signing. What do you think about that? I know on one end they're like, man, get that deal,
right?
Sign that contract, get your bread. And then you got some people that are like, man, stay independent and do your thing. What do you think about that whole argument?
Yeah, I think that the whole independent thing is totally overblown. I think that it sound good. Like, it sound good to be independent, but people don't really know what being independent like means and entails. Like, that means everything is on you funding everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of hard work. So if you're not built like that, if you're not, and that, not in a like bad way, but if you not on that type of time, you just want to rap, you feel me, and like flex and do your thing, sign a deal. Go sign a deal, because like there's nothing wrong with having the machine behind you, you know what I'm saying? Like, the machine can work wonders for you. But some people are a little bit more intentional and want to be more hands-on with their work, like myself. You know what I'm saying? So the independent route just made sense because I understand marketing, I understand distribution, I understand. You know what I mean? I know I have the know-how to record myself and, you know, move kind of like a label would. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's all depending on like what works for you. You know what I'm saying? But right now we in a space where everybody is preaching, and even the mainstream artists that be saying they independent, you're not independent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just because you just got out of your deal, you still got a crazy machine behind you. That's not independent. And so it's very misleading to like up and coming artists. I would say just do what works for you. If you feel like you can function like a well-oiled machine, run that. But if you have a label that's on your line that got a little bag for you and they got a little like, yo, don't worry about nothing. Just do your music and you feel me? Go that route. You know what I'm saying?
Because not everybody has that capital to do all the know-how. And like, I noticed that conversation, and I'm not in the music industry, but I have friends of the industry. And I'm like, it's just like the conversation of everybody should be an entrepreneur. People don't realize a lot of times you put in so much money, energy, and time into it. It's almost hard to focus on the thing at hand that you want to do. So depending on who you are, like you said, if you got that, like, go for it. Cool. But sometimes it don't work like that for everybody.
Absolutely. And it take it to make it. That's the other thing. Like, it take money to make money. So again, if you somebody that finds yourself in a space where you don't have a lot to fund into yourself, but the label's trying to fund it, go get that bag.
For real.
Yeah.
So I did have one more question. I know you're tapped into the city. Have you seen what's going on with the takeovers in Milwaukee? What's your thoughts on that?
Like, you talking about the teens taking over?
Yeah.
I think, I mean, one, you know, I think it starts with parents. We got to really, you know what I mean? As parents, we got to like give our kids the proper talking to. It ain't nothing wrong with having fun. You know what I'm saying? We used to have back then. We used to call it traffic. We used to get in traffic. You know, tip the infin. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, we ain't go too far. We ain't gonna crash the whip. We not gonna harm nobody. You know, feel me? So and that's because we got the proper talking to. So I feel like one, parents got to step up. Two, we definitely need more. I think as a city, we need more outlets for these kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you go down to Brady, you go down to Mayfair. It's like all these restrictions and rules and stuff, and they can't get in or they can't participate. So there definitely needs to be something for these kids, because if it's something for them, then you don't get a Water Street takeover where it's 100 kids in the middle of the street doing whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's a two-way street. You feel me? Like, responsibility goes to the parents. Take some ownership and responsibility. Parent your kids. On the flip side, as a city, you feel me? Give these kids an outlet. You know what I mean? Because they got all this energy and they got all this want to. Give them the outlet.
So if you were married,
for sure.
Oh, go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead. My fault.
I agree, like 100%. It takes a village for sure. Like you said, you need the parents to weigh in. You need community leaders to help create something for these kids to do, because then we won't have all these kids in the street. I would love to hear what Truth Nation has to say about that. Drop it in the chat. Tell us what you guys are thinking, if you agree with us, or call in. Manon gave us that number a few times earlier. Give us a call. But before that, we are going to go on break, and then
You've been diagnosed with COPD, but breathing seems to be getting harder. Everyday activities, walking to the mailbox, going up the stairs, talking on the phone take more effort than they used to. You're short of breath more often. Flare-ups are happening more frequently. And slowly, life starts to feel smaller. Is this you? If your COPD symptoms are getting worse, there may be options that can help you breathe easier and get back to doing more of what matters to you. That could mean walking further, spending more time with family and friends, feeling more confident leaving the house, and getting back to the life you want to live. If your COPD is changing, it's time to have a conversation with your doctor. Visit the COPD Foundation website at isthisyoucopd.org to learn the signs of severe and worsening COPD and the right questions to ask next. Take action today, breathe better tomorrow.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
Ready to grow your business? Then connect with the City of Milwaukee at City Connect 2026, the city's third annual vendor fair sponsored by BMO Harris Bank. Join local businesses, community partners, and city leaders Thursday, May 28th at Milwaukee City Hall from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Learn how to compete for city contracts, navigate the bid process, explore small business certifications, and build valuable connections through workshops and networking opportunities. Visit milwaukee.gov/vendor fair for details.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
Welcome back to the Grapevine with Manon, Sabir, and the fill-ins. We got Shannon on board, and we have in the studio Wade Chapelle. Now remember, we gotta put some W's in the chat.
W's in the chat, man.
W's in the chat.
If you in the chat, make some noise right now, man.
That's right. Or you can call in 833-212-1027. Now, we was just talking about the your life, and you know, I think we kind of segued into in the break what you're doing as opposed to maybe but maybe parallel to your career in the music industry. But tell us more about what you're doing.
I'm doing digital marketing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think having like when you're an artist or you're a creative, I think it's super important to have something on the side as well, because like for me, this is my passion, right? Like, but not like luckily I've been able to, kind of segue it into a career, but not a lot of people get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And until you get that opportunity, you got to have something else that you're working on that's going to keep keep them coins coming in. You dig what I'm saying? So for me, it was, I eventually went back to school, got my marketing degree, which also pours into my artist career too, because everything that I do when I push myself is marketing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I work, shout out Cos Headphones, you know what I mean? Do a lot of marketing work with them. Anybody, hey, I'm gonna plug myself. Anybody out there with a startup company, if you need a marketing plan, holla at your boy. Yeah, Wade Chapelle will get you right.
Yeah, hey, so you that good?
Absolutely, top tier.
So it's interesting because I remember just telling you that I seen some of the billboards, and they're like the billboards are now they're updated.
Yeah,
Cost used to have like they still were good, but it wasn't this good.
Yeah.
It's really fantastic.
I mean, we're doing our job.
You guys doing over there?
Yeah, man. Shout out Cos.
Yeah, yeah. So, we were just talking about teen takeovers. In Miami, where I used to live, they used to have, and you've been to Miami, and
I've definitely been to Miami.
You probably seen this where everybody.
Shout out Rico Love.
Rico,
I've been to Miami for sure.
Man. Hey, look. Rico, man, shout out to Rico Love, straight up. They used to have like these takeovers where the kids would get together in maybe a park or a street, right? But they had this bike culture. And the bike culture, man, these kids like be from age 7 to like 20, and they would ride all over Miami and like just stop traffic and have fun, but it was never, out of hand.
Right.
It was always, there was possibility of the kids getting, hit on bikes, whatever. But from my time being down there, I never really seen any of the kids get hurt. Police would round them up and play with them. Like they would stop and talk to them and tell them like just be safe in traffic and then let them go.
Right.
The biggest one would be always on Martin Luther King weekend or week or day. And man, it was so many kids. But I see us airing in Milwaukee during these teen takeovers towards something like that. Like,
yeah, you got to think too, though. I think it's cultural differences. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Milwaukee, this is a whole nother beast. You know what I mean? Like Miami, I think just even being in Miami, that kind of promotes like the gathering up and like doing stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Milwaukee ain't really been about that for real. Like it's more like go to a club or go to a bar or something like that, rather than gathering. And so I think the kids just rebelling, man. You know what I mean? They're like, look, we don't got nothing for us for real. Like, so let's just do our own thing. You know what I mean? I think that's really what it is. I don't think they really mean no harm for real. Now, granted, it turned into whatever it turned into because, and whatever be happening going on, I don't know. I don't be in the streets like that no more. But regardless, I think they just rebelling, man. They just need something to do, man. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's
right.
Man, that's facts. I definitely believe that. But we do have a caller on the line. I want to hear from Al. Al, you're on the line. You're with Manon in the fill-ins.
What's up, Al?
Well, what's up? Well, let's break it down. But see, the problem is, mama and daddy ain't doing what she's supposed to do with their kids. So you right, everything is upside down, like that joint rap. and that Parmesan bottle. And nobody within the household who created that child on that flower mattress that's on sale at the corner store at 2 o'clock in the morning, they're not asking their kids what they inspired to do. So they sending them out like wild cattle. These young boys don't even know basic hygiene. These young girls, by the time they get 16, ain't gonna be nothing but an old man's throat bucket, and ain't gonna have no walls because she's gonna be wore out. So, of course, they're going to be out here in these streets acting like they raised themselves, and then when they come home with all them kids, now mama got them going down there to the disability place acting crazy so they can get a check for $900 a month so they can brag about how they living in Section 8 and wearing a badge of crazy like they do with mental health, like they used to do back in the 90s, or, like when the church people used to get the foster kids, but you get the foster kids who that's all effed up that got the most disabilities. Them parents ain't doing nothing with their kids, but they know how to tell them how Jesus is going to come down from the sky and lift them up and take them to the plantation and tell them all that other stuff, rather telling them the laws and lessons of life. But what they need to do is concentrate on raising their kid. Maybe break a broomstick over their back. Maybe snatch them out their bed and take that belt from that rectum to the top of their head and sit them down and tell them why they did it. But they don't do that because the only thing they want to make sure is that they're a man, that they're not gay, and they know how to be a 304, and they can't even do that right because they pull out too early. That's why they walking around here with STDs.
Drop the bomb. What you think about that, Manon?
Man. Yo, Al, that was very interesting.
I mean,
a lot to unpack there.
There's a lot to unpack.
Get done.
Yeah, a lot to unpack for sure.
Yeah, I think that we can say that about many different generations of people. Many different generations. Like everybody had a generation in every part of the world where we had individuals that weren't a part of the mainstream society where they were looked at as morally compassed. Yeah. Right. But in reality, those folks need direction, and I think that Al, you just gave a little bit of fire to the direction, but I think people like our guest Wade Chapelle and his music and the direction in your life
absolutely
have given a lot of folks direction. Am I right?
For sure. I'm definitely I feel like I want my music to put kids in the what I say. I said I ain't teaching the kids to crash out. I teach them to win big, then go and cash out. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to put everybody on a proper path. You know what I mean? I ain't here to feed poison to the children. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get them thinking. You know what I mean? Get their mind right. Relate to them. You feel me? I think we need more of that. You know what I mean? We need more of that and less of whatever going on at the gatherings. You know what I'm saying? So
man, for sure.
Yeah. So Auntie ain't got to call up here and snap no more. You feel me?
Nah, listen. It definitely need more people promoting that, getting out here and actually doing the work. Like we said earlier, we need those community leaders. We need mom, dad, auntie, uncle. We need all hands on deck at this point and give them a better way out. Seeing people that are doing big things in the city and continue to thrive and open new doors and just show people a better way. That's necessary. And I think Milwaukee is moving toward that, where we're seeing so many great people come from this city and go places that we could have never imagined, right? Mm-hmm. But I think we still need more people collaborating. We still need more people reaching across the aisle and not scared to talk to these kids, not scared to not so much break a broom over their back, but you know what I mean? We need a little belt to, you know what I'm saying? That ain't never hurt nobody.
Yeah, go get the switch. Yeah.
Yeah. But I did see I saw a podcast where they talked about how so many people are scared to not so much parent other people's kids, but because of all the stuff going on, they're like, I don't want to be weird and reach out to somebody's kid because so much weird stuff is going on. But we need that now. We need the normal people reaching out to kids and really being that big brother or big sister for them. So
for sure.
Yo, so we definitely need some people that need to reach out and reach back. There was a statistic that said that folks that leave in the black community and folks that leave the black community, they always reach back and or reach out or reach over and grab about 10 people. That was a statistic out of Harvard as opposed to the white community or any other counterpart community from ours. They only reach back and grab one person. Wow. So that statistic also reigns true many times over our time being here in America. We have one, I think we probably have a shout out LeRon Taylor, 9076. Says there are plenty of things for these kids to do. They just do not want an authority figure telling them how to behave, just like at home. Chicago and Detroit are handling this BS. Don't start crying. Tell me about it.
Cat. I'm gonna call Cat. I'm gonna call Cat. You know what I'm saying?
CAP.
Like I see a lot of. You can't go to the mall if you're 18. If you're 18 or younger, like you can't kick it at the mall for real. You know what I mean? You go downtown, there's nothing for these kids to do. Yeah. Like I saw a school with a studio in it. How many schools here you think got a studio in it? Not a lot of them. Not a lot. It's only like 2 or 3. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How about we get more schools to do that? Or how about we get more YMCAs? How about we get more how about the gym do something for the kids where they can get in at a certain time for free? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean when I say kids need something to do. I ain't talking about just sign them up for football. I ain't talking about just sign them up for the sports team. Yeah. Like, take them to the library. That ain't enough, bruh. They need activity. Right. You know what I mean? They don't need to be pacified. They need to be electrified. You feel me? And so when he say they got stuff to do, my question would be, what do they have to do for real? It's a lot of these kids are stealing cars with USBs. Can we sign them up for mechanic school? Is it a mechanic shop we can bring the kids so they can hone their skills and become mechanics? I bet they could.
Connect them with some NASCAR drivers. Like, seriously, there's so many ways where you could be like, yo, you think you a driver for real? Meet this person and connect with them.
See what I'm saying?
There's other ways for sure. And I definitely agree. And I also feel like with the food truck ban, for instance, like they also catch slack for things that don't have much to do with them. Like, do they play a part in the recklessness downtown? Probably. But the biggest part, probably not. So I think they do catch a lot of strays. Before we do head off to break, I do want to say thank you for having me on, Manon. Thank you for having me on the Grapevine. It was great talking to you, Wave. Absolutely. I will be in the studio. Yeah. I'll be in the studio June 2nd. I'll be in Milwaukee. But yeah, thank you for having me on. And what's going on with that chat over there before we head out?
Man,
I head out.
I think they just waiting for the last part of the day to say some things. Somebody said, not really a city girl. Hey, put Wave in the lineup. Of course.
Let's do it. Listen, I would love it. I would love to. Also, Locust Street Festival this Sunday, myself, DJ Brother Z, you know what I mean? We headlining the Falcon Bowl stage. You dig what I'm saying? Catch us this Sunday live. You feel me?
What's up?
And welcome. I really want to thank you, Shannon, for joining us. It was really, really dope. This is my first time being on air with you. This is really fantastic.
For sure.
So we'll see you June 2nd, right?
Here. I'll be here live and in what is called live and in color. June 2nd.
Let's go.
Right on.
Clock it.
So sounds good. And we'll see you guys in a minute.
What's the word, Milwaukee? It's your favorite producer, Mech. Don't just check in. Tap in with Jazz Tyler.
Tap in. We are live and direct Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. And I am your host, Jazz Tyler. This platform is for the youth, the voices of the city. We are here to remind the world that your voice matters. Hit us up, tap in, and let us know what's on your mind because the time is now. Tap in. Hey
Hey, Joe, working again? Retirement was boring, huh?
Not boring. Expensive. Food, medicine, rent. Social Security just isn't enough.
I know, and that's why I used benefitscheckup.org. It connected me to an extra $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month?
Benefitscheckup.org is a free service from the National Council on Aging.
Free? I'm going to benefitscheckup.org today.
At UW-Milwaukee, students don't have to wait until college to start building their future. Roar Ready lets students K through 12th grade join in hands-on programs across campus. From science and tech to arts, sports, and more, students try new things, meet new people, and build skills that matter. Programs are led by UW-Milwaukee faculty, staff, and current students. And it's easy to register online. Get started today at uwm.edu/roarready. UW-Milwaukee. Roar Ready. Your child's future starts here.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey.
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, may I ask a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog.
Great. Do you have a pool outside?
Nope, just a big old backyard.
Nice. Another question. Are there any unlocked guns in the home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, let's just talk about what we can bring for dessert.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
Okay, I can't stop now, won't stop. Last time I checked, I'm 10 toes down. Run it up and then invest. I'm looking in the mirror, really him beating on my chest. Then look at my agenda like what's next. Getting off, I'm doing my thing. What's next? Put on for my family and my team. What's next? Cash out, I'm pulling up.
Hold on, I just want to let this play out. Play it. Hey, can you play it again?
What's next?
Can you do it again?
When I was a kid,
this is
even
Wade
then,
Chapelle.
Knew I was goated. Look me in my eyes, no surprise, they know I'm focused. I can't take a break, watch for the snakes, these niggas bogus. Rocket Soda show, state to state, we have in motion. I made it look easy, honestly, it's really not. This shit like hibachi, how I cook it and they watch. They gon' need a second, me, I cook it on the spot. Let's take it from the top. Yeah, can't stop now, won't stop. Last time I checked, I'm 10 toes down.
Hey, welcome to Wade Chapelle Show. Look, welcome to the Truth Radio 101.7. You get Manan Sabir and the Grapevines and fill-ins. Man, we got Wade Chapelle on this show, and I'm telling you, I'm learning so much about you. You know, I think the future is for our community, for our city, for our state, for our nation, for our world, is very, very bright with people like you leading the way.
Man,
I know you stand on the shoulders of a lot of people. We just talked about this. You know, you stand on the shoulders of individuals who have been strong in your life, committed to the change. You know, I think as a dad, you know, Tell me whose shoulder are you standing on? Whose shoulder? Like, if you got one, maybe 2, 3 people, are you standing on shoulders of?
Just like in my family?
Anywhere.
Man, I would say I had to say my man, that's tough. Like okay, I'll just give you the answer like that I immediately thought of. I would say my granny, my mama, and my auntie. You know what I'm saying? Because like they held it down my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Since I was like a kid to a teenager, messing up, going through stuff, you know, to even now, you know what I mean? They help out so much with, you know, being the village. That's my village, you know what I'm saying? They help out with my son when I need it. They're there for advice, you know what I mean? And I give a nod to my dad as well, man. He gave me a lot of advice, especially as a grown man, you know what I mean? Being a man. So, yeah, I say them.
Wow. So tell me about your grandmother.
My granny?
Yeah.
Man, my granny, she's strong, man. She's strong. She's very, like, all my manners and all the like the pleasant things about me, I feel like I get from my granny because she enforced it she won't let you come in the house and like she doubled down on everything, all her rules, the way that she talk. Like if you will come in and say, "Oh, I ain't doing that," she said, "No, say you're not gonna do that." You know what I mean? She would correct you.
Yeah.
Like she's very to the T.
Yeah.
And just very disciplined. You know what I mean? And she would just double down on it all the time. You know what I mean? So anything, if you see me open the door for somebody or you hear me talking proper or using my proper words, you know what I'm saying? Like I get that from my granny.
Wow, that's amazing. Because so let me ask this question. So where was she born? She was born here?
Nah, my grandparents from down south. One is from Mississippi. One is from Arkansas.
So they carried that back up here.
Absolutely, passed it down to my mama and them, and then she passed it down to me. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you show that. But you can also, switch, code switch too.
Yeah.
You code switch for the community
in
order for people to have the proper.
Yeah, man, because I think it's like as an artist, right? Like as a rapper, we communicate. That's really what we do. Like like we rapping, right? It's art, but it's still communicating in a certain way. So all our messages, it's a lot of things that we need to learn, and a lot of times, especially for us in the hood, like or on the north side or the east side, wherever you from, we'll miss a message because it's being delivered a certain way, and we don't understand it.
Yeah.
So my thing is to always take these like lessons that I learn and try to communicate it in a way that we can all understand. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something that Nipsey did. That's what made Nipsey Hussle so special. He was learning all these things from these books and talking to business owners and millionaires. He would take all this logic and stuff and then he put it in a rap and to communicate it to a way where all the people that's like him could understand it too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to do that in the same way. You know what I mean?
So you're like you're an ambassador to translational research. You're able to translate, what every other people hear.
Yeah.
And you bringing it down. You not bringing it down, but bringing it over to what we need to
my
hear.
people. Yeah.
So that's a unique gift, and not a lot of people are able to do that.
Yeah, man. It take time. It take knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It take patience, and then also it takes skill too. I ain't gonna lie. Like my whole rap, my whole persona is like skill based. You know what I'm saying? Like when people hear me rap, they be surprised that I don't sound like nobody from Milwaukee, but that's because I'm not knocking the style here. You know what I mean? The signature style, I love it. But my style is very, very different because it's skill based. You know what I'm saying? It's a skillful approach to rapping more so than like the energy and like, kind of like the hype of it.
How did you learn that? Like, so, man, you were, you had a different name than Wade Chapelle.
I used to go by Astro Boy, man. I used to go by Astro Boy, and I was a battle rapper too. Like I wasn't like I didn't come out the gate like as a songwriter or making these songs or whatever. I was battle rapping. You dig what I'm saying? I was like 16 at the Miramar, like battle rapping grown men in their 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Was you killing?
Damn. Oh, absolutely, bro. I was slicing. Like I was nice. Like anybody would tell you, I'm still nice. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm still like that, but.
I'm not gonna challenge you. I'm just gonna ask for a freestyle in a minute.
But eventually, I mean that's cool too. I'm with whatever. But eventually, that skill turned into songwriting and all of that. But that's kind of how I got into it. Like I had to lean on skill to battle rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you doing all that, and then as I got older, I had to learn to dial back at certain points, like and become a full songwriter. You know what I mean? So
how does that real quick? How does that like dial back? Like how do you dial? Because that's
easy. I'll explain it like the best. So if you're an artist and you listening or you just interested in this, if you want to hear somebody like dial back their skill to make a proper song, listen to J. Cole, listen to Kendrick Lamar, listen to Drake. Because what they do is on a hook, they'll dial it back and give you something simple, sticky. That's a good hook, right?
Yeah.
But then they'll give it to you on the verses, right? When the verses come, they turn the skill up just a little bit, not too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just enough where you be like, man, he killing it. But it's still something that you can sing. You know what I'm saying?
On.
So I study people like that, you know what I mean? Or even Jay-Z good at it too, you know what I mean? These guys that make these hit records, but they still rapping at a high level.
Yeah.
They finding a middle ground of being catchy enough, so dial it back, right? I gotta dumb it down here, but then I turn it up here. You know what I'm saying?
So it's very nuanced.
Yeah.
Man, and we'll be right back with Wade Chapelle on Truth Radio 101.7.
Yeah.
Just want to really congratulate Mech on this very important venture that y'all on right now. I think it's real dope. I think it's real important and I'm looking forward to listening to y'all. You know, usually I don't listen to talk radio at this time, but y'all is on here, and it's something that I'm looking forward to listening to, getting some real community on that in that space.
Keep texting, keep calling, keep being you, Truth Nation. Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
The Brew Crew are back on June 2nd.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the San Francisco Giants.
Got him swinging. Threw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
Brewers baseball is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in June 2nd at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness. Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me, because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a bright, focused foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
Listen to the man who tells you exactly how he sees it. The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Was that a DJ Brother Z exclusive?
Chapelle. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Truth Radio 101.7, The Grapevine, with Manan Sabir. That's me. And the fill-ins, we'll have a bunch of fill-ins. My fill-in today is Wave Chapelle. Man, he's quickly becoming my brother. We were just talking about what the difference is. I want Milwaukee to hear that kind of conversation we had too. Maybe you can expound on that, because we have a number of individuals that are in the entertainment industry. And I know Milwaukee arts is kind of growing now. We have a lot of people that are, personally, that are kind of, making their way up the ranks of stardom, especially, with the, propagation of social media and all these other media islands, right? So, but you were saying, my question was to you, what's the difference between, artists like such as Meek Mill, Nicki Minaj, whoever, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference between them in, the background or in their kind of normal daily life, and then also them in the
spotlight?
Spotlight, yeah.
I think it's different for certain. I think it's different for every artist. You know what I'm saying? But you know, being a rapper or being just a performer, it's funny because you can't separate it. You know what I mean? Like when I leave this room, if somebody recognize me, they gonna recognize me as Wave Chapelle. Like I can't separate Wave Chapelle from Redante, the person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So our brand and everything follows us no matter where we go. And then but also that's part of what comes with it. But yeah, when you see like Superstar, I met all of them, and you know, one thing again, the common denominator is they all have this like aura. You feel me? Like they know who they are. You feel me? And it's a confidence. It's not something, I don't feel like it's something that they worked on. Like again, I was giving you an example when I met Drake for the first time. Like, bruh just floated in the room. Like he just walked in, lit the whole room up, addressed everybody in the room. Like, you know, I feel like the average person, you know, you would have nerves. Like you got these nerves that kick in when you come into a packed room or something like that. You get nervous. Right. Naturally. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. But special individuals have this like just this natural aura about them. And then over time, as confidence happens, then it becomes like a dominant aura over yourself. So I would say that would probably be the difference between like a superstar versus like somebody that's regular, everyday person.
So you talking to a brother, sister on the street, you know, in Milwaukee, and you know, their career hasn't taken off yet. Yeah. But it's almost there. How would you tell them to, you know, what would you say to them to develop this aura? You know what I'm saying? Because they probably felt it. Yeah. It's like Jordan in the zone. Yeah.
I would just, again, it's just breathing confidence into a person, honestly. I would just tell them, you know, know who you are, know yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you see how you see yourself, you have to believe that, engrave it in your brain, and now you got to carry it though. Like you got to walk with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's one thing of having it in your brain, like, I think I am, or I know I am. But you got to wear it on the outside too. You know what I mean? Because then that way people feel that. Right before you even say anything. Like when I walk in the room, you know what I mean? I walk in my swag is already on. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that just comes from confidence, you know? Yeah. So if I seen somebody that was like on the verge of like popping off and they're an artist or they doing their thing, anytime I see somebody trying to do it, I just breathe confidence into them, man. Like, you know what I mean? Believe in yourself. I believe in you. You know what I mean? Obviously, people believe in you. So take that. Let that be the steam to your self-esteem.
Let him cook. That's a bar. That's a bar. Did y'all record that? Chat. Let us know in the chat. Did y'all hear that bar?
That was crazy. Let that be the steam to power your self-esteem.
Exactly. Right, One more time. What was that again?
Let the people that believe in you, let that be the steam to power your self-esteem.
I like that. That's a banger. Hey, look, so Curly in the chat, Curly Q227 _ says, I always wondered how Wave Chapelle got his name.
That's interesting. That's a funny story. So me and my cousin Seven, and then my guy Cherub at the time, we had this apartment. So they were older than me, right? So it was really their apartment. Yeah. I would come home from school. I would just go straight to their crib, right? So it's us in this crib, and we ain't had no cable, no nothing for real. But we had the PlayStation and the Xbox, and we had these DVDs. We had Dave Chappelle season 1 and 2. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we just throw it on all the time, right? You feel me? So we kicking it, watching Dave Chappelle, we chopping it up. And one day, man, people was already calling me Wavy because of my style, like, you know, the style of dress. Like, I had the crazy fade, you know what I mean, as Biko told you. And so people would call me Wavy. So it was kind of like a moniker anyway. Yeah. And then one day I'm like watching Dave Chappelle. I'm like, man, people love Dave Chappelle. Like, and I was just watching. I'm like, Dave, Wave, Chappelle. Then light bulb clicked off, and it was like Chapelle. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to change it to my Twitter name first. And so it was Wave Chapelle. Once people start calling me that, man, I had to put the patent on the name, and I changed my rap name.
What?
Yeah. I was Astro Boy before that, but then after that day of watching Dave Chappelle, and I was under the influence, we'll say,
of water.
And the ideas was flowing. The light bulb just came off. I was like, man, let me Wave Chapelle, like Dave Chappelle. Shout out my uncle, man.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. So you know Dave Chappelle?
Nah, I don't know him. I met him. I rapped for him before.
Not yet. You whack for him, but
actually, take that back. Quick story. I opened for Talib Kweli in Madison, and Talib Kweli was we were doing sound check.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, you the Dave Chapelle kid." He said, "Come here real quick." He said, "Look at this." And Dave Chapelle texted his phone and said, he's like, "Tell him I know who he is. I heard of him before. LOL. Like, you know what I mean? I rock with it." And so I was like, "Yo, he heard of me. That's dope."
And I heard he has family here. So if you guys on the chat know his family, tell him to chime in. Straight up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Astro Boy though, like Astro Boy?
Yeah, man. At the time, you feel me? I'm in the anime. I ain't gonna lie. I got a nerdy side to me. Really heavy on Star Wars, but like I like anime too. At the time, I was heavy on Astro Boy, which is an anime character with a crazy haircut.
Yeah.
At the time, I'm telling you, I had the coldest fade, one of the coldest fades ever. It was like slanted to the side.
Oh, you had the Gumby too?
No, it went the Gumby though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Like this was not the Gumby.
But it went up.
It went up.
Okay,
it was like
it was
kind of like Astro Boy.
Yeah.
Like it was pointed in a certain way.
Yeah.
And so they, I was like, yo, that's my rap now. I'm Astro Boy. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Did you like so when did you like mourn Astro Boy's name when you changed to Dave Chapelle?
Nah.
It was like
I was getting older too. Like I was
Okay.
Astro Boy from like 15 to like 17.
Yeah.
And then like towards the end of 17 going into 18, I was getting older anyway. And so I was like, man, I like Wave. I was going to go by Wave.
Yeah.
But my marketing, I was going to school for marketing. And so my marketing brain was like, yo, I got to make it memorable.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that Wave is too vague.
Right.
But Wave Chapelle, you're either going to hate it or you're going to love it. But you're going to remember it. You're going to be like, who is Wave Chapelle?
Right.
You know what I mean?
So my question, when you are doing all of this, you have a lot going on. Studio time, family, contracts with other companies.
Yeah.
Career, like a real life industry career.
Yeah.
How do you take care of yourself?
Man. I just,
I know health as well. You know what I'm talking about.
I enjoy my time, man. I enjoy my time with myself, like truly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's one thing that I be trying to tell people. Like, you got to be happy with yourself before you can, like, go be with anybody or kick it with anybody. Like, make sure you enjoy your time with yourself. So, like, when I got free time, I take myself thrifting. I take myself to go get my favorite food all the time. I'm always going to a different park, like walking in the park, stuff like that. Like, I don't mind kicking it by myself. Don't get me wrong. Like, I kick it with my guys and my son and all of that. I love spending time with my son too. That always like re-energizes my battery.
Right.
But first and foremost, I make sure that I can just be by myself and enjoy my time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And but I think that's how I take care of myself, man. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times people, they find comfort in being busy and staying busy because when they're not busy, then the real emotions come out and then they get uncomfortable and you don't like it. But I used to be like that, but I took that challenge on, and once I unplugged from whatever work I got going on, whatever I'm doing, performing, or even being a dad, when I unplug from all of that, like I make sure I take care of myself. You know what I'm saying?
So when you unplug and you take care of yourself. What's your favorite activity? Were you an athlete back in the day?
Oh yeah, definitely heavy on it. You know what I mean? I played running back all 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Where?
It was Mesmer Shortwood. So our team was Mesmer because we combined. I played did track. You know what I'm saying? Super fast, 100, 200 meter. What's up? You know what I'm saying?
What up?
Yeah.
We're looking for any challenges in the chat.
Yeah, I'm still quick too. Don't play. And I played basketball too, but I got kicked off the team for I skipped practice to go to a studio session. So. You know what I mean? I chose a side.
Good side to choose.
Yeah. But like I said, when I'm kicking it by myself, man, my favorite activity for real, I like to thrift. I ain't gonna lie. Like, see this nice Carhartt right here, man. I found this. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite things is just finding some fire Carhartt, thrifting. It's therapeutic, man, going to find these vintage pieces, you know what I mean, and putting it together. Even my turquoise, don't make me break down the fit, but
man, you can if you want to.
You know what I'm saying?
People don't realize how important that is. You spend $200-$300 on an outfit.
Yeah, man. You know we got good turquoise on. You know what I mean? All turquoise for my ancestors. You know what I mean?
Right on.
You feel me? And the Carhartt is just symbolic. You know what I mean? That mean we work, because you go outside, you see these workers with the Carhartt on.
Yeah.
So it's really symbolic for me. Like, I work hard. I grind hard. You know what I mean? So I put that Carhartt on because I put in work.
Right on. So what's your favorite workout?
My favorite workout,
Yeah, what you doing in the gym?
In the gym? Oh, you know me. I'm getting right. I'm going straight abs first. You know what I mean? I'm crunches, all of that, leg raises. You feel me? I'm heavy on the calisthenics. You know, I get my pull-ups in. You feel me? And then I ain't gonna lie, as far as the weights though, like far as weights, I take a lot of advice from my homies, my guy Buddha. Shout out Buddha. We be in the gym. My boy
Shout out Buddha.
My dog Eric, you feel me? But you know, we be getting it in, man. Big chest, you feel me?
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
Pause.
So let me ask you. So like you in the gym, you pushing yourself.
Yeah.
How does that translate into your career though?
Man, oddly enough, people always say this. Like they say my music sound like they can hear it on like 2K or Madden. So like my music in general is just there. Like I think it fits the gym very well. Like one of my songs, my song that got the first one that ever had 1 million plays on it was called Overtime. Right. And it got posted on the Spotify playlist called Lifting Weights. Like the official Spotify playlist called Lifting Weights. And so like my music is perfect for the gym. So it's very parallel. Like it's like anything motivational, you know what I mean? So like I feel motivated when I'm in the gym, you know what I mean? And that same motivation I feel when I'm in the studio, you know what I mean? Like I just feel motivated.
Do you wake up like that all the time?
All the time, bro. Got to. Like I don't like not having. I'm always high energy, bro.
Yeah.
Like high energy. Like I gotta have that energy. So when I make music, like I do have a conceptual side to my music and like a conscious side.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of fun making like high energy records. You know what I mean? And like I could also get my raps off on there too. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Yeah.
So tell me, what was your first? And we're gonna go to the chat in a minute. Chat.
Yeah. Shout out chat.
So tell me your first concert.
My first concert, man.
Who hired you?
Yo,
we
check
just had
this
a conversation
out.
about
This finna be funny.
Yeah.
So look, my first concert was in Chicago at Reggie's Rock. Oh, actually no, Cap. Biko, shout out Biko.
Shout out
Rob Biko.
Raise your hand, Biko.
Yeah.
All right. Present.
I was gonna go to the second show. The very first show was Rob Biko. It was was it Put the Guns Down or something? Stop the Violence. It was like a Stop the Violence type of show.
Yeah. Mohid must have been doing that too.
Man, listen. And you know, my manager at the time, Carl, man, he sent us the email like, yo, we got a show. I'm in high school at the time. I'm a sophomore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like not a junior, not a senior. I'm a sophomore. And once I found out I had a show, I'm telling everybody. I went to the school, look, bro, I'm performing. You feel me? Like it's really happening. And funny enough, though, the show landed on the same date as prom night. So, fun fact, I've never been to prom a day in my life. I've never been to prom. And I made a decision that day that I was going to commit to being a rapper. My girl at the time, I ain't going to say no names. She broke
initials?
up.
Any initials?
Nah.
Say the initials backwards.
She broke up with me. Listen, my girl at the time broke up with me because I had to go perform and she wanted to go to prom. And I was like, you know what? I understand. I told her, if you want to go with somebody else, like I understand. But at the time, I'm thinking in my brain, I'm thinking she's just gonna go with somebody else and then like we gonna figure it out after.
Yeah.
And she was like, nah, like this is it. But that goes to show, you know, you got to be dedicated, man. You know what I mean? Sacrifices.
yeah, you got to be devoted.
Yeah.
Like what they say now, delusional. You got to be delusional about the dream that you have.
Exactly.
In your mind and your heart.
Delusional confidence is what you got to have. But shout out Biko, man. That mean a lot to me, man. Like that being having your first show is just so because it lets you know that it could be a real thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I was that young, I got to go on stage, had a mic in my hand, rap to a crowd, the whole nine. Like. That just lets you know that it could be real.
Yeah.
And, so I ain't looked back since, man.
And you a real dude, man. Like you're not candy coated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the industry, they can be candy coated, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're false flagging, pseudo, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
You're a real individual. Like you like to work.
Yeah, bro. I think you could be two type of rappers, and it's fine. Like either way, it's fine.
Right.
Like I don't knock nobody because art is art. Either way it go. But you could either lead with authenticity or you could be a character. A lot of people.
That's bars.
A lot of people find peace in being a character.
Yeah.
And they become entertaining and all of this stuff. The problem is the camera be on so much that you don't know how to take yourself out of that character, and then you become a character for real. Whereas, like, you know, again, I listed these 3 before, but J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, they some of the most successful rappers you could think about, and it's because they're authentic.
Yes.
Like, whether you like it or not, you might not like Drake, you might not like how J. Cole only wears sweatpants, whatever the case may be, but these guys are leading with authenticity and just being themselves. And it's, look how long that they've been running it. You know what I mean? They like 2 decades in.
Wow, this is amazing, man. Like, we're here with Wade Chapelle on 101.7, The Truth Radio, the Grapevine, and the fill-ins. Listen, before we transition, I gotta give y'all a little something about Tacos Tequila Festival. You know what I'm saying? Tacos Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances. I'm gonna read this off. You gotta hear this. Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, Petey Pablo, Jaquan, and Milwaukee's very own Big Frank. So it's Milwaukee's biggest throwback party of the summer, all for $29. If I say it again, all for $29 at Franklin Field, May 30th. There'll be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art installations, and a lot more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets now at tacosandtequilafestival.com. Tacosandtequilafestival.com, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Rick Ross, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, Petey Pablo, Jaquan, and Big Frank from Milwaukee. And we'll be back.
May is Skilled Trades Month, a time to celebrate the hands-on careers that keep our communities and our economy moving forward. At Junior Achievement, students learn that great careers don't always start behind a desk. With support from Komatsu, students are exploring opportunities in skilled trades, advanced manufacturing, engineering, and technology in Milwaukee's Harbor District. Thank you, Komatsu, for helping inspire the next generation of builders, problem solvers, and innovators. Learn more at ja.org.
Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the UPAF Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation. All in support of Southeastern Wisconsin Performing Arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at UPAF Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upafride.org. That's UPAFRIDE.org.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
In Milwaukee County, equity means making sure everyone has a real chance to thrive. That's why the Milwaukee County Office of Equity works to help remove barriers, strengthen community connections, and support fair access to opportunities across Milwaukee County. Want to learn what they do, explore resources, or find ways to get involved? Just search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online. Milwaukee County Office of Equity, advancing equity for all Milwaukee County residents. For more information, search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a bright, focused foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
What's the word, Milwaukee? It's your favorite producer, Mech. Don't just check in. Tap in with Jazz Tyler.
Tap in. We are live and direct Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. And I am your host, Jazz Tyler. This platform is for the youth, the voices of the city. We are here to remind the world that your voice matters. Hit us up, tap in, and let us know what's on your mind because the time is now. Tap in.
So the big thing there.
Give me all your trust, give me all your honesty. If your heart got love, baby, then you got me. When I was down on my knees, all I seen was nobody.
Yo. Welcome to 101.7 Truth Radio. You in the building with Manon. That's me and the fill-ins. This is the Grapevine radio segment. We got the one and only Wave Chapelle. I've been learning a lot, man. So much.
Yeah.
To unpack, but we don't have a whole day. We just got a couple minutes. Yo, you know what? We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
Can we do it? Can we hit that freestyle?
Man, let's do it. That's what y'all want to do?
Further delay. I know we got to hit the chat because everybody got something to say now.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, though, because they switched something back here, so I got to get it back.
Okay. Our engineer said we got to hold on, so,
Yeah, let's jump in the chat, man.
Let's jump in that chat. All right, somebody said Wave has been holding it down. Wave has I'm going to be honest. Wave has been holding it down. I'm working and trying to hang in there. All right, so somebody else said,
shout out Unc. Shout out Not Really a City Girl. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see. DVJ73 said, "Hi, Miss Didi. It's nice to hear from you. How's life? I'm well. Working home from work, resting, watching the NBA playoffs. Yeah, we got them NBA playoffs coming back though. Let's see. I'd rather listen to the way. I'd rather listen to Wade Chapelle. Not really. You might be on to something."
Hey, man.
They said bring them on to give them airtime. That's right. Bring them on, give them airtime. That's right.
This the family right here, man. I'm always up here anytime.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody said, Not Really a City Girl said, Wave has great energy. For real. This is my first time hearing him talk.
I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of you know what I mean? I like to do, I ain't gonna lie, I like to do, whether it be radio interviews, podcasts, stuff like that. You know what I mean? This is like up my alley because I'll be having these type of conversations anyway, you know what I mean? But like, we get to be on here and kind of give our takes and stuff like that to the airwaves and let people chime in too, you know what I mean? So this my element right here.
Right on. So let me ask you, so right before we we good? We queued up?
Yeah, but go ahead, ask him what you was gonna ask him.
Man, so so you said hip hop has taken you across the nation, but has it taken you across the water too?
Yeah, for sure. I've been to England. I've been to like London, Amsterdam. I did a whole Canadian tour. So we did like Winnipeg. We did definitely Toronto.
Yeah.
Ontario, like all these different like random pockets of Canada. Yeah. Man, rap, man. Thank God for rap, bro. Rap took me a lot of places that I probably wouldn't have went if I wasn't, talented as a artist.
But you worked at your craft, so that means like, you not only had you worked at your craft, but you put stamps on your passport too, and that's important.
Yeah, it is, man. I tell everybody, try to travel, man. Travel as much as you can. It really changed the way I think. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like the person you see today was not who I was, on 32nd and Villard. You know what I mean? I was different for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like
Milwaukee was your life.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I was real. I was like that, you know what I mean? And being able to travel and even diving into being an artist or a performer or a rapper, it gave me purpose, you know what I'm saying? And then just growth through that, you know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure I said pretty sure we're gonna do our thing.
Yeah.
But this is important because we have a lot of young folks who don't walk away from fights, right? Like, I know a lot of fighters. I know a lot of fighters, man. I know so many fighters. It's ridiculous. But I know a majority of them have walked away from fights that could have cost the other person their life, right?
Yeah.
But that's because they've seen so much, not just in fighting, but also they've seen the world. And they're like, man, I just want to live my life.
Right.
And I want you to live yours.
Yeah.
But I know you've been in situations where you're like, yo, I got to jump on this plane.
For sure.
Or I want to jump on the plane to England or wherever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me walk away from this situation.
I always say, man, for the young people listening, whether you male or female, I always say, man, it's more to life. Preservation. You know what I mean? Think about preserve yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more to life. Before you make a dumb decision, think about how much more life you got to live and what else is out there. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, I feel like in the Black community, we don't preach preservation of our life enough.
Right.
It's always, man, throw that money, spend that check, blow the cash, blow the check, or live fast, no sleep, grind, this, that. You know what I mean? Like we gotta preserve ourselves. You know what I mean? However that may come. Like if it's you walking away from a fight, if it's you not going out that night, if it's you going home, instead of going to bust that move. You feel me? We just gotta preserve ourselves, man, and really put value in that.
Right on. I like that, man. Preserve yourself. Hey, look, Zach, what we got?
Check. Wave Chapelle! Are you ready?
No, I'm already ready,
So how we gonna do this? How we gonna do this? Do I throw you out a word?
I was just gonna go in.
Go in.
Yeah.
Hey, let me step back.
Yeah. Look, the kid from the north is finally breaking through. Even back when I ain't have it, I was paying dues. I said back when I ain't have it, I was paying dues. Now my name holding so much weight that it's breaking news. Yeah, I'm taking all apologies in advance. I did it my way, though they just want me to dance. I'm keeping all my goals to myself, I won't fumble the plan. This time I beat on my chest, they want me humble again. Yeah, no more Mr. Nice Wave, do it big, these lightweights. Jumbotron, watching all my highlights like I'm nice A. I came straight from the cold, just like the ice age. Everything is looking up, yeah, now I'm nice paid. She wanna ride with Wavy, baby, the way he reside. If she hold it down and she a vibe, maybe she can slide. My hood love me, dog, my hood love to see me shine. They gon' blast for me, but don't trip, we still believe in God. Put all these rappers in a blender for real. We see smoke and get excited like a gender reveal. Okay, enough for the violent stuff. I'm sliding on this beat like a mighty duck, the golden child. I'm writing with the Midas touch. Yeah, every time I rap, it's like a cheat code. Yeah, every time I rap, I go in beast mode. Money like a Mitch, but I can't get hit with the Rico. They say that I'm the truth. Shout out my dog, Biko. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Hey. No, I'm nice, man. Freestyle on this beat like I'm Ice, man. Yeah, I'm smooth like I'm. Yeah.
Right on, man. Hey, yo, listen. Let us hear you in the chat, man. Wade Chapelle in the building.
Yeah.
Like this thing is real. Like, I know you meet a lot of freestylers here in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who's your favorite?
Me.
Okay. Besides you on the man.
So like you asked me who my favorite artist is outside of myself?
In Milwaukee, anybody that
I'm gonna say my guy Nile Style. I ain't gonna lie. Like Nile is definitely one of my favorite rappers because he authentically himself.
Right.
He don't sound like nobody.
Yeah.
He go hard, bro. Like I've seen his performance so many times. I rap his performance with him when I see him perform live. You know what I'm saying?
What's his name?
Nile X Nile.
Nile X Nile.
Yeah. If you ain't never heard from him, look him up, man. He's super dope. We just finished a tour together like 2 months ago.
So tell me about the tour.
Tour was dope, man. We did. We started here. We went to South by Southwest. Came back up. We did Chicago. We did Madison. We did Milwaukee. Had a joint in Minnesota. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just getting it in. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like this true independent like rap hustling. You know what I mean? Like we set our own show up. We set all these dates up. We took our merch, went out there, sold our South by Southwest was crazy. If you a rapper and from Milwaukee, you listening, make sure you go to South by Southwest. Make sure you out there networking. It's in Austin, Texas. It's like a 3 to 4 day festival.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fire, bro. You know what I mean? We had a showcase out there. Plenty of people pulled up, checked us out. We had a packed crowd. So yeah, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. But to answer your question, man, shout out Nile X Now, man. That's like, you know, before we was even like friends for real, like I respected his pen and how he coming, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So tell me, how old is he?
Man, he in his 20s. What is now, like 25, 26?
Oh man, he's getting it in.
Yeah,
he's getting it in.
Yeah, man, he fired though, man. I feel crazy just talking about him like that. This is my brother. He cold. Like I feel like everybody should know who he is. For
That's
real.
right on.
Yeah,
born and raised in Milwaukee too.
Yeah,
right?
born and raised in Milwaukee. Actually, we doing a joint set at Summerfest, July 3rd. We opening up for Flow Rider.
July 3rd, you open up for Flow Rider?
Yep, July 3rd, opening for Flow Rider. T-Mobile stage. Me and Nile X Now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I need to get on that. I need to get on that stage, man. Get my freestyle going too.
Yeah, man. Come on. I thought you was finna jump in.
I was, man. My vocals ain't right now. I ain't have my lemon juice.
Next time we gonna, you know what I mean? Next time we'll go back and forth.
Right on. Thank you for having. Thank you for being on the Grapevine.
Yeah.
You know,
thanks for having me, man. This is always I always like coming up here, man. I enjoy my time. You know what I'm saying? I know we the fill-ins, you feel me? So I had to come with the right energy, man. Thank y'all, man. You know, always.
Thank you. I definitely appreciate you, man.
Yeah, phone in the building. New album on the way. For those that's listening, new album on the way. Infinity coming this summer. That's the name of the album. Again, catch us this Sunday at Locust Street Festival. If you in Milwaukee, you ain't got nothing to do. It's completely free. The Falcon Bowl stage is where we're gonna be at. My set is at 5 p.m. Make sure y'all pull up, man.
So wait, before we leave, we need another freestyle, man.
You want another freestyle?
Can we get
brother?
another one?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get a beat.
All right,
let's do it,
man.
Ooh. Yeah. 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 Look. I'm good, I ain't tripping. We gonna be good in a minute. All of these songs I go in on. How could I be inconsistent? I shoot my shot from a distance. You know it's very efficient. I see they scared, they missed it. I see they scared. If we don't do nothing, then we gon' get it. Go at the bottom, I keep on digging. Step after step, wave after wave. I feel like the gift that just keep on giving. If it ain't authentic, then we don't feel it. It ain't authentic, then we don't listen. We getting cash, then don't pay attention. You ain't even gotta mention. Boy, you know it's the wave. I swear I could do this for days. We at the top of their head. Man, we getting too paid. Sit at the top of their head. Man, we getting too paid. Slide like two blades. Kick it like I'm Johnny Cage. Hold on, cuz. Come on, cuz.
Yo, listen, man. You with Truth Radio 101.7, the Grapevine. Wade Chapelle in the building, man. We're going to take a break real quick.
Yeah.
Pay some of these bills.
Let's do it.
Wade Chapelle.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Hey, Wisconsin, it's construction season, and the Wisconsin DOT wants to help you safely navigate work zones in your area. Check 511wi.gov or download the free 511 app to see current road work, closures, detours, and camera views on your route. Wherever your travels take you, know before you go with 511wi.gov. That's 511wi.gov. And remember, know before you go. Always park the phone while driving. Sponsored by the Wisconsin DOT.
Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, Petey Pablo, Jaquan, and Milwaukee's very own Big Frank. It's Milwaukee's biggest throwback party of the summer, all for $29. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets now at tacosandtequilafestival.com.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Ready to grow your business? Then connect with the City of Milwaukee at City Connect 2026, the city's third annual vendor fair sponsored by BMO Harris Bank. Join local businesses, community partners, and city leaders Thursday, May 28th at Milwaukee City Hall from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Learn how to compete for city contracts, navigate the bid process, explore small business certifications, and build valuable connections through workshops and networking opportunities. Visit milwaukee.gov/vendor fair for details.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Sports talent agency A&A Management, founded by Black twins Aaron and Andre Eanes, is thinking outside the box when it comes to creating opportunities for the next generation of sports stars. Growing up in Cleveland, the Eanes brothers watched their parents work as Burger King franchise owners. And Andre talked to Bloomberg about the impression it left on him and how the worlds of business, branding, and sports were always blended together.
We watched our parents do the work. We watched our parents walk the sites. We watched our parents go through the things they had to go through, managing, a franchise like Burger King in the early 90s, and one of the things that, stands out to me the most is like a lot of my dad's partners were Browns players, Indians players. We got to go hang out with Indians pitchers and their families.
Eanes referring there to the team now known as the Cleveland Guardians. Eanes' most recent success story is that of NFL superstar Travis Kelce. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
Yeah. Take 5, the Northside Classic. Hurry back. Yeah. Get ahead, go ahead if you're hungry. Sun
Play
kissed
that.
by the sun rays in the morning. Dollars on my mind, yeah, paper important. I turn to the face, so ever gorgeous and breathe. Northside with Steve's been focused on working on me, yeah, that's just the least. Women and children been dying, man, when we gon' focus on peace, that should be a breeze. Still that gym of money trees and poverty, it became one with me. Embracing the soil, cause God in me. Asking the universe like what you got for me. Keeping my head up, I can't let my conscience sleep. I'm fed up, I feel like a dying breed. Will get better, I swear it's a time of thing. On my mama's mama, that's inspiring. Gotta be hopeful, being raised off the Whole Foods. Music resonates soulful, trying to be more coastal, can't be local. But I'm thankful to know you, being raised off the block ain't really changed the stock. I stick to the paper route, I stick to the paper route. Time doing well, get
Man.
deep, I might just Michael Phelps been moving, not alone.
Yo, who is that?
That's Alex Now.
Alex Now. Man. Hey, tell him, where can we find him at?
Man, everywhere. Stream, yeah, go. You can look him up. He's on everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. Wherever you stream your music. That's my guy, Nile, Nilex, Nile, Nile X Nile.
Man, that's dope.
Yeah.
Man, he's nice.
Yeah, he fired, dog. That's my guy.
So we've reached a point in our segment where, we give rapid fire questions.
Let's do it. I love it.
Yeah. So I'm about to light you up a little bit.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready, man.
All right. Coffee or tea?
Coffee. More caffeine.
DMX or Biggie?
Biggie. Eat too easy.
One word that describes Milwaukee creativity.
Diverse. Or versatile.
Favorite Milwaukee spot to reset mentally?
I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a park with a waterfall. I'm going to just say Hart Park, but it's a different park. Like, it's not Hart Park. It's a park, man, that has this labyrinth, and they got a waterfall in the same park. Come back to me. We can come back to that. I'm about to Google the name of it so I can spell it.
Say, or if Truth Nation, if you know it, put it in the chat.
Truth Nation, if you know it, put it in the chat, please. Truth Nation, if you put it. If you know it, put it in the chat.
Describe it again, Wave.
It has a waterfall. I got it, bro. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this.
Or call us. 833?
Clutch Park?
Nah, Kelch. It got a Z in it, bro.
Clutch
Park.
Clutch Park.
Yeah, that's my favorite park right there, bro.
Clutch Park.
It's a beautiful park, dog. It is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh man. All right. Favorite family activity with your son?
Favorite family activity with my son?
Yeah.
That's tough, man. I mean, anything outside. He just loved to be outside. He be wanting to go outside. Like, let's go to the park. Let's go ride the bike.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He want to play with the water gun. He want to get in the water. So I would just say, go to the beach because he just like being outside.
Yeah, I love the beach too.
Yeah.
Okay, a performance that moved you emotionally.
My first performance at Summerfest, I actually cried on stage. It was
Word.
This was 2016. I opened for, or 2015, 2016. I opened for Lupe Fiasco and Kid Cudi, and it was a big stage, man. And I just looked out there. It was like my first time being back home from after the deal with Gotti and all of that.
Yeah.
And I just looked out into the crowd. I saw like my friends there, my family was there. You know what I mean? The city was just showing me so much love. It was like, I'm here.
Right.
Like Wave Chapelle was like a set name staple in the city, and it just moved me, man. I was on my last song, man. I just thanked the whole crowd, and as I was thanking them, man, I was like, man, am I crying? Am I about to cry?
Tears coming from nowhere.
Yeah, man. But that show really, that moved me right there for sure.
Right on. Morning person or night person?
Night, but like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So if that's the morning or night, like whatever that is, that middle pocket, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I'm that type of person.
Best lesson fatherhood has taught you so far?
Patience.
What keeps you grounded?
Family.
Milwaukee artist or musician of all time? Favorite artist or musician of all time? Sorry.
Favorite artist or musician of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's tough. Just to be safe, I'm gonna say Drake. But it's another person that I like go back and forth.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, he in hot water right now, so I don't know if we can say him on the radio. So
right,
Drake. I'm gonna go Drake.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Something Milwaukee doesn't get enough credit for.
Man, culture, art, just culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything in culture right now is directly influenced by Milwaukee. You look on TikTok and Instagram, everybody's doing the Milwaukee dance moves. You feel me? Everybody talking like Milwaukee, using the lingo. Everybody wants to, even the people that's not from here want to be from Milwaukee.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Milwaukee is just is having an impact on culture all through America right now. You know what I mean? You look all over these different states, people acting like they from Milwaukee. They talking like brother, sitter.
Yeah.
What they do, brother?
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
All of it, like the lingo, everything is coming from Milwaukee. Even the style of dress, the rocking the Cartiers. Listen, Detroit, y'all got the buffs, but the Cartier frames, that's a Milwaukee thing.
That was us.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I feel like Milwaukee just as a whole, far as culture goes, is impacting and influencing everything. We don't get the credit. There's nobody on a major platform that has given us our flowers for literally carrying the culture for maybe 3 years now. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this is important. This is a really important conversation. Okay, biggest source of inspiration lately?
My son.
Favorite way to spend a quiet day? Chill out. One word your family would use to describe you.
Creative.
Creative.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite childhood memory connected to creativity?
Childhood memory?
Yeah.
Being in the studio with my pop and OG Tweezy recording that interlude for my dad album.
Shout out to Young Twine again.
Yeah.
A book or quote that stayed with you?
The book that stayed with me is The Alchemist. The quote that sticks with me is...
Get The Alchemist, y'all.
Yeah, The Alchemist is an amazing book. The quote that stick with me is, don't chase the money, chase the dream.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let's breathe on that one.
Yeah.
Let the song breathe.
Yeah.
What's something your son does that melts your heart every time?
When he sings, man, he liked to sing a lot, man. He's a singer, dude. Like, I was listening to Iceman the other day. I think it's the Janice joint, the one that went number 1.
Yeah.
He's like, he was in the back, no music playing. He's like, teach me, baby. He don't know the words, but he mumbling.
Yeah.
And he goes, sing me, baby. But like he does that though, like with all type of music all the time. You know what I mean? But I love it though, because those are like flashes of like his passion coming out. You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That song with Janice.
It's Janice STFU. We can't say it. Janice STFU.
Oh, right. Okay. Got you. Yeah. All right. So one thing you wish more men talked about openly.
Mental health.
Yeah.
Mental health. And not just mental health, but like how to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Everybody always addresses mental health, but nobody talks about how they deal with it or how they do the work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like we need to share that. You know what I mean? Because there's no blueprint to it. You know what I mean? And as men, you know, we carry a certain burden of being men, especially black men in America. So, you know, if you touch or if you're speaking on mental health, also share how, you know what I mean, how you deal with that.
So if you didn't have hip hop, you'd probably be in the boxing yourself somewhere. Huh?
If I didn't have hip hop, man, I'll have no clue, bro. I don't know what I'd be doing if I ain't had hip hop. It's an outlet for me, so you know what I mean.
Man, that's deep.
We'll never find out.
Nah, let's not find out. I like the freestyles anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, you with Truth Radio 101.7, Wade Chapelle in the building, Manon Sabir.
Yeah.
The Grapevine. We love y'all, man. We'll be right back.
What's the word, Milwaukee? It's your favorite producer, Mech. Don't just check in. Tap in with Jazz Tyler.
Tap in. We are live and direct Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. And I am your host, Jazz Tyler. This platform is for the youth, the voices of the city. We are here to remind the world that your voice matters. Hit us up, tap in, and let us know what's on your mind because the time is now. Tap in.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the planet and its people for nearly 50 years. Earth Justice has 150 full-time lawyers fighting in court for our planet's future and representing all clients free of charge. Until people come before profit, all energy is clean, the wild is truly free, and justice stands for all. Earth Justice will never rest. Learn more at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the Earth needs a good lawyer.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
Keep that shit where it's at. You should just keep that shit where it's at. Keep that shit where it's at. Keep that shit away from me.
You bet on me, okay, I got it. Ride the beat like a wave, ain't that ironic? They love my style when they copy and bite on it. Only one I like a Cyclops, I'm iconic. Plus they don't want it how I want it. First or you last, dog, you better choose. I run up that bag, I finesse the moves. Pull up with that mask.
Let it play. Give me a little bit.
Woo. Way too square, that might be why you out the loop. We ain't playing fair.
Yeah. So this is you and Nilex now.
Yup.
Man, this is nice. Y'all need to go get man. If you haven't listened to Wade Chapelle, if you haven't listened to Nilex now, do we have any more Milwaukee artists that you want to shout out right quick?
Shout out Buddha Dar. Shout out Ish Dar.
I know Buddha and Ish. Yeah. I've been knowing them since they was babies.
They're my brothers. You know, I went to school with them.
Oh snap!
Yeah, like me and Buddha, like this, like they're my brothers. You know what I mean? Like we kick it.
Yeah.
Shout out all the artists. Honestly, like if I'm being 100, shout out all the artists in Milwaukee. You know what I mean? I don't care what style you do, whatever. I just think it's such a dope time to be from Milwaukee right now. You know what I mean? Everybody's contributing. It's so many different styles. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's finding success and finally breaking through. So it's a beautiful thing, man. I remember when I was younger, there was a time where, you know, it'd maybe be two people running it at a time. You know what I'm saying? But now you got so many different people and different pockets of artists that's doing their thing. So I don't want to shout out a certain group of people or certain people that I'm cool with and miss all the other people that's doing great things. So I want to say shout out to all the artists out there that's doing their thing. I hope that we all continue to just kill it and find success. You know what I'm saying? Because we deserve it, man.
So what did you, as we leave this interview, is there something you want to tell Milwaukee? You know, like about?
Yeah, definitely. Milwaukee, let's embrace this new wave of creativity, this new wave of like fame, and just to embrace the energy. You know what I'm saying? And as a city, we have to embrace our artists. You know what I'm saying? Support these artists. Find whether it don't got to be Wade Chapelle. I would hope that it's Wade Chapelle, but even if it's not Wade Chapelle, when you click out of this, go find an artist to support. You know what I mean? Go support somebody, go download their music, go follow them on Instagram, and go check them out live at a show. You know what I mean? Because that's what we really need. When I go to cities like Atlanta, LA, New York, one thing that they all do is they as a city, they support their artists, they back their artists, and they big them up. They don't try to tear them down. Too many times I see on Facebook and all this stuff, we doing lists and we you know what I mean, tearing down the next artist for the next. Don't do that. Go find who you like, support them to the fullest, and you know, I just want to see us all keep doing our thing and at a high level. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Yeah.
Man, you know, I really enjoyed this interview. Man, to learn so much about our young folks in our community means so much to us, man.
Yeah.
Like when we're so hyper focused, especially as you said, hyper focused on the negativity, we don't get a chance to see this light that we have sitting in front of us, such as yourself, Nilex Nile, and so many other Buddha Dar, Ish Dar, like all those people, man, brothers and sisters, that are doing so much good in this community, and that we have to accentuate that, you know, as best as we possibly can.
Absolutely. You hit it right on the head, man. We just gotta keep it going. Keep it going.
Let's do it. Hey, thank you for tapping in. Wade Chapelle.
Thanks for having me, dog.
Tell your family that we love them.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll see them on the other side, man.
For sure. I will be back.
Yeah, let's get it in.
Yep.
Welcome. This is Manan Sabir, the Grapevine 101.7 Truth Radio. Thank you for tapping in. Let's keep tapping in. All right, peace.
And the flow make them go, whoa, I'm shake the